Hello. Good evening, everyone out there. Happy New Year to everyone out there. This is a live watch along for the Italian Super Cup semi-finals between Inter Milan and Atalanta. I just want to welcome everybody and say Happy New Year to everybody out there. Thank you for your support. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace as you drop into the live stream there. It is still, the players are just about to start right now. Let me just try and get the thing to work. And it's the first of the two semi-finals in the Italian Super Cup. Of course, Inter have been there and done it. And immediately into their taking control of the match. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you're new. Please drop like, comment as you enter the live stream chat. And right, just try and get this thing up and running. Let's get my login in and there. It's still 0-0. Coming up to 1 minute. It's a corner. And they have met once earlier on in the season, and Inter starting very likely in the league game earlier on in the season, with Inter scoring about 10 minutes into with a volley goal. But at the moment here in the one of the semi-finals in the Italian Super Cup between Inter Milan and Atalanta, it's 0-0. Costa there for Atalanta. I'll try and get the lineups in a minute and put them up on the chat. Just bear with me. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. Gasperini, of course. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm going to put that in there. The Italy, for those of you who don't know, of course, it's Simone, Inzaghi, and Inter Milan wearing their traditional cup, the kit, and Inter Milan, and also I've done it wrong. And Gian, Piero, Gasperini, of course, is the manager for Atalanta. They're doing well in the league. And there's a foul there on Inter Milan there. It's just a late challenge, nothing rash, nothing nasty. Still early doors, no need for a yellow card there. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. And it's going to try and do the lineups in a minute if I can. It's just 3 minutes into the match, and it's Inter Milan 0, Atalanta 0. The first of the two semi-finals, of course, in the Italian Super Cup. These two sides have met in the league, and I believe Inter won 1-0. It's gotten very early doors. Very bright start from Inter Milan here. In the chat, I have put. A minute. How do I? 1 minute. I don't know what is happening right now. Oh, I see. Okay, so I've got to go do that. I'm just going to put in the chat the managers for both sides in case anybody doesn't know. And I'm also going to put it in the live stream. In the description. Let me just put that in there. Inter Milan manager and the Atalanta manager is Piero Gasperini, for those of you who didn't know. And also I'm going to put in there, the venue is, of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Help me get to 5 likes if you can. Yesterday I got to 10 likes. It was absolutely amazing. Thank you very much, everyone, for the support. And it's Inter Milan. Mkhitaryan there for Inter Milan. Nice little link-up play there. And the ball's just gone out of play there. Lovely little link-up play by Inter Milan on the left-hand side there. And I'm going to put in here. Let me just put this on here. Copy. Oh, 1 minute. Oh, hello. Inter Milan there with a Procerini there. Giving away the ball there to Di Marco. Inter Milan, Thuram there. Very good player, Thuram. Back to fitness there. Thuram in the middle of the box. Oh, the ball didn't get to Thuram for Inter Milan. It's all happening down the left-hand side of Inter Milan. It's travel there for Inter Milan. Mkhitaryan and Luca. It's not featuring today. For anyone who wants to know about that. Right, that's whenever I've put that. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Just doing a watch along for the first. The crowd does. I can see a lot of empty seats there, but it's first of the semi-finals between Inter Milan and Atalanta. So both teams doing very well in La Liga as well. So just put in the chat there for anyone, the managers for both teams. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace also if you can, if you're new. I'm going to put in here. Ooh. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. There you go. Not sure if it goes to penalties. I would have thought it does, or unless they do play home and away fixtures. We'll find out. Brescianini, Scanini coming back from injury, so they've had a very good rest. Zanioli there. Oh, that's wrong. I'm just trying to get it back up here, people. You spin it. Di Marco on the ball for Inter Milan. Mkhitaryan there. Please hit a like and help me get to 5 likes if you can, people out there. If I can get there. Oh, Lord. There we go. That's one there. At the moment, for the first 8 minutes that's just gone by, it's all Inter Milan. Atalanta's not really done any pressing to get the ball of them. They're happy to see Inter Milan pass the ball from left to right in their own half. There is a little press there, but there's not much of an intensity from Atalanta. More opportunities. And there's a good ball up to Thuram. That's a foul on Thuram, surely. Kolasinac, they're fouling Thuram. I wonder if any Premier League clubs might have a look at Thuram. But that's a foul, yeah, by the centre back of Atalanta. Antenna Prescassi be shown on the please hit like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers. It'll be amazing if you could. And right. Oh, hello. Oh, nearly. It's the owner of Atalanta there. Let's have another look at this. Hold on. Free kick goes in. Back post. Oh, he was free on goal. He was like 5 or 6 yards away from goal. Oh, I think Lautaro was offside. Oh my God. That should be into 1-0. Corner incoming for Inter Milan there. Oh, just over the crossbar. And I think that might have been Thuram there for Inter Milan. If you should have got it on target, that would have been the first goal. It's coming. They're knocking on wood there. Thuram goes up there and he beats the defender in front of him. And ball just goes over the crossbar. But very good play there by Thuram there for Inter Milan. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you are new. Just trying to get the second one going here, see if this works. There we go. Leave that there for a moment, I suppose. And let me just get it back up there. If you can, please subscribe at Diego C Palace. It's the first of the semi-finals of the Italian Super Cup, and it's at the moment it's hello, Atalanta there with a little. It's been mostly Inter Milan. We show there. Sabacosta there on his weaker foot, I think there, but he's please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers. I'm 11 minutes here. I'll do the lineups in a minute. Consuelo on the ball. Now Atlanta coming into the match a bit now, just after 10 minutes. We're coming up to 12 minutes, crossing to the penalty area by Atlanta. Scalvini there. Brescianini in support there for Brescianini. Calvini wins the header, but that's out for a Inter Milan. It's the Upesi Morata there. And Inter Milan, of course, playing free at the back there. And ball back to the keeper there. From mostly all the attacking play in the first 10 minutes has come down from Inter down the left-hand side. But just in the last minute or so, Atalanta has asked a few questions, but the better opportunities have landed in the first 10 minutes, certainly to Inter Milan. They actually in the league they did score early doors. Lovely volley in the league earlier on at the beginning of the Serie A. But they're looking to play the ball. This is how free at the back, play the ball out from the back, utilizing the goalkeeper here, and the ball now going out by Sommer, and the ball up there to Dumfries there. Oh, Lucieri there. Oh, hello. Back pass there. That's a corner. That's a corner for Inter now. So that's a little mistake there by that's from set pieces Inter, I feel that they're more susceptible from scoring. And good afternoon. Good evening, Brad the lad. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Brad the lad. I hope you're well. And I know your team's not doing too well at the moment. Just chin up and just stay strong. Your manager will get it right eventually, I think. You've got a good manager. But big up to Brad the lad. Thank you for tuning in, learning how to do live streaming like you know how to do, not at your levels, But I've got here Atalanta, Lancioro on the ball. There's a little break there by Atalanta, but Inter Milan, very good. Thuram with the ball through, play through the lines, and he's offside. He's offside, surely. Yeah, he's offside. That's Maturo Martinez. He was offside. Laturo here, he was offside. Maturo had an opportunity earlier on, and Inter Milan should have been ahead, but I think that might have been offside as well. But lovely little interception there by Thuram, and playing the ball through the lines, through the gaps there between the Atalanta left back and the centre half. And here's Atalanta now on the attack on the left hand side. And they've got De Roon and Scalvani in the pivot there in the midfield. Zabacosta on the ball on the right hand side for Atalanta. Samacic, Scalvini in the Brucheri with a cross into Milan defense. Oh, Scalvini! Oh my days, that was a free header in the 6-yard box area. And how did Atalanta not? Oh my days, how is Atalanta not 1-0 up? Unbelievable scenes. And it's all been Inter Milan in the first 10 minutes, but in the 15 minutes, Inter Milan there, Atalanta, Samacic, how did he not score? He was in the 6-yard area. No one within 5 yards of him, just a goalkeeper to beat. Free header. Just having a look at it. And that's, that's Bresciani. Basquiani had time, literally, to take the ball down, have a cup of tea, have a little biscuit, and pick his spot. But he actually just headed it as he was going up there. He didn't know that there was no one with him in the 6-yard box for Atalanta. And Bresciani should have scored there for Atalanta. Real talk. Both sides have had opportunities. Now Thuram, he's got an eye for a pass. Thuram, they're winning the ball. But Atalanta, they're gathering the ball all the way back to their keeper, Casa Serci. It's still Inter Milan 0, Atalanta 0. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Brad the Lad, big up Brad the Lad saying, Forza Inter, he's an Inter Milan, obviously then. I've put the names of the managers on the chat if anyone's interested, in case you didn't know. But these are two good informed sides, and this is the first of the two semi-finals. Not sure if they go to a replay or if they go straight to penalties here. We'll find that later on, I suppose. Please keep hitting the likes. Help me get to 5 likes if you can. Last night I got to 10 likes. I couldn't believe it. That was absolute season. The night before they got to 15. And that is a foul, sure, on the Inter Milan. And the Inter Milan player there. Let's have a look, see what happened here. Ouch. Yeah, they just jump on here. They'll their visual jumped on him. The free kick now for Inter Milan is about, I would say, about 20 yards, quite central. About 25 yards, perhaps even going towards 30 yards outside the penalty area. Do you remember that Roberto Carlos for Brazil when he did that long run up and he whipped the ball and the ball went out impossibly and it came back in? Is that kind of a distance? But it's quite central. Let's see who's going to take this for Inter Milan. They're good on set pieces. Oh, a shift set. The ball's got shifted there for DiMarco there. So, and this is the Inter Milan. It's a free. Oh, very good covering there. What good covering there by Inter Milan. And the ball's just hit the referee. This referee keeps getting in the way. What's going on? Thank you for hitting the likes. Help me get to 5 likes if you can. And it's Inter Milan versus Atalanta. And great year for 2024 for Atalanta. And they won the Europa League, of course, Atalanta. And Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego Palace if you're new. Trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. And here is Inter Milan versus Atalanta. Coming up to 90, well, I am on 90 minutes. Very good start from both sides. Inter were the most dominant in the first 10 minutes, but they usually start really well against Atalanta in the league earlier on, very early on in La Liga. Inter scored a very early doors goal, but they haven't been able to replicate it. And Atalanta in 15 minutes, Bresciacchini, he should have scored. He was within the 6-yard box in the into penalty area. He had time to bring the ball down in the 6-yard in the penalty area, and he just dropped it to the goalkeeper. He could have dropped it, moved it to the side, and picked his spot. He just rushed it. Referee, that's a foul on Thuram. Kosunu holding onto the shirt of Thuram. Thuram has been very lively, not just offensively for Inter Milan, but also what he does off the ball, tracing a bit deep and winning the ball for Inter. And this is Inter. He's in. It's just Inter to be the goalkeeper to win. Oh, and the goalkeeper dives to the left, and now he dives to the right. Oh, my days. The goalkeeper's diving to one side. Canareschi for Atalanta is diving to one side. Let's have another look at this. Defrace ball, terrible defending, and one. Now the Lautaro running on. He picked his spot. He was on target, and the Atlanta goalkeeper fully stretched to his right. Very good save there by Canareschi, and now it's an Inter corner, of course. But De Poon is getting another word from this referee. This referee likes to talk. De Rune is going to taken off there by the referee. Corner coming in for Inter Milan. He's walked over it. Di Marco taking the corner for Inter Milan. Thuram hits the ball to the back post. And it's Inter. Oh, he's missed another one. I'll tell you what is going on with Lautaro Martinez. He could have had 3 goals by now. What is going on? Lautaro Martinez. Carnasecchi wasn't going to get this one. Lautaro, he did have a few bodies in front of him, but he's looking like that, and it's like he knows there was an opportunity. Literally, in the first 20 minutes, Lautaro Martinez for Inter Milan could have had a hat trick. Thuram on the ball, lovely little turn for Mkhitaryan. I think he used to play for, was it Liverpool? No, he played for Manchester United. Mkhitaryan there. Good link-up play there between Thuram and Mkhitaryan there. And this is a Thuram on the right-hand side of the penalty area now again. And winning. No, the ball's still in. And the ball won't go off, so he's pushed off the ball. Barella was just pushed from the back there, but nothing wrong with that. And of course, now it's a throw-in for Atalanta. I forgot that Mkhitaryan. I think he played either for Arsenal or Manchester United back in the day, but he's linking up well there with Thuram anyway. Probably people in the chat will know about that. I don't know. Please help me get to 5 likes if you can, and subscribe to Diego Palace if you're new. I will put the line up in a minute, but I'm just watching the match as we speak. Just going to pour a drink. Gasperini are having to make some changes for this fixture in the cup because where's my bottle opener there? Ooh. And isn't that a foul on Mkhitaryan? Mkhitaryan is still down injured. It looks like it's a head injury on Mkhitaryan. Is he all right? I can't see any blood coming out of his head, but he's scratching his head at the back. Maybe I can't see any claret coming down. So Lautaro, they're just checking on Mkhitaryan. I might have to Google that. So I'm pretty sure he played in the Premier League. I can't remember what Premier. This is Lautaro. Lautaro Martinez is shot from the edge of the box. Caught it well there. Carnesecchi there, the Atalanta, and I'll tell you something. And earlier on, Lautaro Martinez had another brilliant opportunity. Inter Milan should be at least 3-0 or 2-0 up. Unbelievable scenes there. Please hit a like. Ciananono for Inter Milan. He crosses it out. Barella for Inter Milan on the right-hand side. It came off Richelli. Good interception there by Atalanta. Now switching the ball over. Too much on it. They've lost it. Atalanta. That's handball, isn't it? Oh, it was handball. Oh, dear, it's all kicking off. Happy New Year to everyone. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you're new. Help me get to 2,000 subscribers, and please help me get to 5 likes if you can. Inter Milan should have got a handball on the other side. Unbelievable. And this is Atalanta on the break on the left. Kolasinac. Samatic for Atalanta, switching the play to up Zabacosta on the right hand side for Atalanta. Zabacosta and Kosulu there for Atalanta. And Samatic, he was offside. Kolasinac, he was offside. Yeah, now the flag goes up. I saw the flag like 5 seconds ago. Why are they so slow? That was way offside. And that's offside there. So Lively tends to, yeah, he's well offside. Please like and subscribe at Diego C Palace. It is Inter Milan 0, Atalanta 0, and Inter now playing the ball from the back. They're playing 3 at the back. Look how deep Turan has come in. Turan has actually gone behind the back 3 of Inter Milan. A lot of groundwork that Turan is doing, and a good link-up play between him and Mkhitaryan. I'm finding in this match thus far, but that's a bit sloppy from the Inter goalkeeper. He's just made a mistake, and the ball goes out to touch. Atalanta throw in. Shamadic for Atalanta. Naturon. Zabacosta on the right hand side for Atalanta. Nice little link up play there. Kosulu on the ball. Brescianini with a header. Oh, it's just gone over the crossbar. Good attacking play there for Atalanta at the home of Inter Milan. And quite frankly, earlier on, Brescianini should have scored for Atalanta. He was in the 6-yard box area. He could have had a cup of tea. We could have ordered some food and had something to eat and then have a shot on goal. But he rashed it, and yeah, no, it's not good enough for him. But yeah, both sides should have scored. Oh, that's a late challenge there. A player's down injured. Babaya. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Scanini there. He's got a yellow card. It's just a late challenge. There's nothing horrible about that. It's one of those where it's one of those situations where the opposition player sort of loses the touch of the ball while he's in control, and then the next player thinks, "Oh, I think I can get this," so he just overstretched. And for me, I don't think it should be yellow. I think it's just a. Well, I don't think he got the ball actually, but then their legs collided. So it's one of those when the opposition, when you're holding the ball and you just overrun it a little bit, and then the opposition player sees it and he goes, "Well, I'll have a bit of that," and there you go. And Sharanonu for Inter Milan, ball up to Turan. Look at the hold up play by Turan, very good player. And having said that, he's just lost it, but he did have 3 players around him. Mkhitaryan for Inter Milan. Oh, he's lost it, but then he's won the ball. Inter Milan's won the ball again, and the ball's gone over to the back post. Rosario. Oh my days. And Lautaro there couldn't get a hold of that. Lautaro literally has had 3 good opportunities. Oh, thank you for hitting 5 likes, and good afternoon, good evening, happy New Year, Daramon. Hope you're well. Thank you for dropping in. Happy New Year to you as well. And it is still Inter Milan 0, Atalanta 0. De Vrij, Atalanta. grabbing the ball. Scavini for, here we go. Samadic in the centre. Oh, he's giving the ball away. And into Mkhitaryan there. Good interception there by Mkhitaryan. But the ball goes loose again to Atalanta. And good evening, Arsenal, Shay Arsenal. I hope you're well. Happy New Year. Big up to you. I hope you're well. And you're absolutely amazing. Whomever you are, Shay Arsenal, thank you very much. Cheers to you for dropping in. And Shay Arsenal says, big up. And Shay Arsenal says, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here and get this channel to 2K subscribers. Oh, man, that just like, do you know what I mean? I get all emotional. My heart is beating. I know my heart's not over there. It's over here. My heart starts beating. Presciolini for the ball in Atalanta. And this is good pressure by Atalanta. But thank you very much, Shay Arsenal. My heart hurts. And that's a penalty. That's not a penalty. But big up to Shay Arsenal. Yeah, thank you very much. That means a lot for you to drop in. And let me just learn how to pin it. I learned how to do that a few days ago. The thing is, if you don't do it carefully, you can actually remove someone. I think I've got to go there. There you are. That's pinned at the top of the chat. So the crowd at Inter Milan are all clapping. So I don't know if someone's passed away or it's in remembrance of somebody. But thank you very much. Oh my gosh, I hit 5 likes. Thank you very much. Help me get to 10 likes if you can. Last night I got to 10 likes. It was unreal. And the night before I got 15 likes. And before that, I never even had 4 likes. It's absolute scenes. Thank you very much, everyone out there, for the support. It's Inter Milan there. Good ball up there from Pereira. Thuram there. He's fouled the Atalanta player. I know that wasn't Thuram. I beg your pardon. That was Bisecki. That's what it was. Super Cup appearances. We've got Juventus on 17, Inter on 13. Here we go. It's Atalanta here on the attack on the left-hand side. And good pressing, good pressing there by that's Bisecki and Dumfries for Inter, winning the ball back. Inter playing with 3 at the back, of course. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. And once again, thank you, Shay Arsenal, for dropping in and putting that lovely comment. Do you know what? I just have to go a little bit with Inter. Don't really have an Italian side that I support. Big up to you, Doraemon. But I like the way that Inter Milan work off the ball, the way they press the opponent from the transition of defense to attack, especially down that left-hand side. I've seen some good link-up play there between Thuram and Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan is playing very well. Interception. But I have to say, for Inter Milan, they should be winning 2-0. So I'm kind of on the side of Inter Milan for this fixture, but because of the way the style that they play their football, and quite frankly, Lautaro Martinez of Inter Milan should have had at least 2 goals. This is Thuram. He goes deep. Look at the work that Thuram does. He comes in deep, and now he's Di Marco there for Inter Milan on the left-hand side. Drops the ball back. Çalhanoğlu for Inter. The high press by Inter Milan. Love this kind of style of play. If Crystal Palace players are watching, watch this, guys, because this is how we've got to play against Chelsea on Saturday. Come on, Crystal Palace. We've got to beat Chelsea on Saturday. This is Mkhitaryan there. Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan apparently has won the version of... it's the ball over the top there. No, that's too much. Apparently Mkhitaryan has won this version of this cup in 5 different countries across Europe. I'm sure Mkhitaryan played for Was it Arsenal or Manchester United? I think it was Manchester. I can't remember. But I think he might even won a trophy there, so that's probably what it is. He probably won the FA Cup with them there. I don't know. I suppose if there's any Manchester United fans in the chat, they all know. But definitely Mkhitaryan. I remember seeing that name in the Premier League back in the day. But he's doing well. Seems like you got the ball knowledge. Happy to see passion. Oh, big up to you, Derrimon. Love watching football like this. You can see. Oh, thank you, Derrimon. Yeah, I'm getting new to this. This is new watch-alongs. What's the fall in there? I've had to put a little prop up there, and so I'm learning how to do this. It may look a bit robust or a bit orthodox, but Italian football. Love the way they play the ball out from the back, possession football, and sloppy there from Cialanoglu, Dulone, and this is now Atalanta on the left-hand side. Whip the ball across the penalty area, and quite frankly now, coming up to 35 minutes, and good ball by Atalanta, but no one attacking the ball. Atalanta need the number 9 there on the 6-yard box. Colassini, it's a corner. This is really sloppy defending by Inter Milan, and it took Thuram to play deep to try and get an interception and to get the ball. But terrible defending by Inter Milan, whilst in the first 10 minutes, Inter Milan were in the ascendancy. Inter Milan in the first 15 minutes should have been 2 goals up. Lautaro Martinez dropping the opportunities there. And also Atalanta has had a good opportunity. Samacic takes the corner. Mkhitaryan there, headering the ball out, and then the ball goes back in. And Zappacosta, the veteran Zappacosta for Atalanta, and it's a bit off target there, but a very experienced player, the Atalanta Zappacosta. I'm sure you've all heard of him up that on the right hand side wing there for Atalanta. But this is a good match to. This is why I'm watching this one, because these two sides are doing very well in Serie A. They're keeping 3 at the back, but sometimes what is that? That's Parella for Inter Milan. They're very confident playing the ball out from the back. I'll give them that for Inter Milan. But then there's no high intensity or press from Atalanta at the moment. Now there is. Please keep hitting the likes and subscribe at Diego Cipales. Oh, big up to Shay Arsenal. Right, listen, Arsenal fans, if there's Arsenal fans out there, listen, all the things that I've said about you lot back in the day. Okay, don't forget it. But I'm just saying, at the weekend, you are playing away at Brighton. I need my Palace to finish above Brighton. My Crystal Palace are only, I think it's 2 wins and a draw away from Brighton. So Arsenal fans out there, don't bottle it. I know you've got 9 fixtures this month in January. You've had one. You've won the yesterday against Brentford. Sona there passing the ball. Lautaro Martinez coming in deep there. Nice little turn by Lautaro Martinez. Nice Cialanoglu. And the ball up to Thuram. Oh, it's just a bit short. And they've given the ball. That's a foul by Inter for Atalanta, free kick. But Arsenal fans out there, don't bottle it against Brighton. All right? Don't bottle it. Make sure you win against Brighton. My Crystal Palace are well on course to finish above those Manchester United fans, finish above those Tottenham Hotspur fans. Real talk. They both let me down by dropping points against Wolverhampton. Lautaro Martinez. Where are his shooting boots? To tell you something, but yeah, Arsenal fans don't. It's 0-0. Alex says, oh, but good evening, Alex SR. I haven't been paying attention. Let me go back through the chat. This is what you got to learn to do when you do watch-alongs. And it says Shay Arsenal says Brighton Arsenal Saturday. My prediction for that is Brighton 0 point, Arsenal 2. Arsenal fans, don't bottle it, all right? Don't bottle it. Look how you conceded that first goal the first goal in the Premier League ever to be scored in 2025. Terrible way to lose the ball in your midfield, and the way you conceded that goal to Brentford. Don't bottle it, because Brighton will be a different act to perform against Brent. But Arsenal fans, don't bottle it. I need my Crystal Palace players to finish above the likes of Brighton, priority number 1, priority number 2, 3, to finish above Manchester United fans and those Tottenham Hotspur fans. That's right, I said it. So Arsenal fans, don't bottle it. Good evening to Lewis Gaming Channel. Hello, I hope you are well. Big up to you. If I remember, I think you might have been a Liverpool fan. If I'm not, apologies. But good luck in the Champions League. And Alex SR7 is in with Diego. I'm gonna watch the match. Yeah, watch the match. It's 0-0 between Inter Milan. It's the first of the semi-finals of the Italian Super Cup. And Inter Milan starting very well. Quite frankly, they should be 2-0 up at least. Lautaro Martinez dropping at least 3 or 4 good opportunities in the first half thus far. And for Atalanta, Bresciani in the 6-yard border area of the penalty area of Inter Milan, absolutely dropping the foul out. He didn't have no one either side of him, and he just gave the ball to the goalkeeper. Okay, here's Inter Milan here. I'm on 40 minutes. Lively first half. It's been non-stop. Inter Milan, Chanalulu passing the ball out to the left. Back to Chanalulu. De Vrij for Inter Milan. They're passing the ball around the back to each other on the halfway line. This is Inter Milan now. Moving the Bisek on the ball. Barella forward, playing the ball out for Lautaro Martinez. Little back heel. This has to be it. Oh, my days. What a little back heel. That has to be a penalty. Surely for Inter Milan, that has to be a penalty. How does it the Italians do? They go like this. Italians. How is this referee not giving a penalty? Por favor. How do you say por favor or please in Italian? The home crowd at Inter Milan, they're going absolute nuts. I'm an outsider looking into this, and that was a penalty for Inter Milan. They've been robbed. I swear, this referee must be an AC Milan fan, because what's going on? That's a back heel by Lautaro. That's a penalty. Lautaro, who's a little back heel. That's a little back heel. Oh, okay, all right, maybe not. From the first 2 angles that I saw it, I thought that was a penalty, but from the third angle, it was the Dutchman who could have got a yellow card for diving, I have to say. Yeah, that's a dive. Yeah, I just saw it, Alex SR7. But when you first watch it live from behind, I must have had something in my eye. That's what it is. But I thought that was an Inter penalty at first. But when they play the angle from the goalkeeper side, if you like, this is Anton attack here through the lines. Colasinos. Oh, it's a corner now for Atalanta. So better from the build-up play. Why is my battery going down? I can barely see the focus on this. Please hit a like and subscribe. Yeah, no penalty. Yes, you're right. From if you look at the angle from behind, I thought it was, but when you look at it from the angle of the goalkeeper, 100%, you're all correct. Daramon and Alex SR7, definitely. Atalanta playing the corner. Both managers on the touchline. Shamadic for Atalanta on the left-hand side is Dumfries has just picked his pocket. Away from Chanalulu, all the way down the line, long ball into the half of Atalanta, but there's no danger. They're back free. They're playing back free. Casanonu, Heron, and Kolasinac. Didn't he play in the Premier League as well? It kind of rings a bell. I don't know. Kolasinac, the left back there for Atalanta. Cherry on the left-hand side. He's got no one to help him. He's going to have to give it back to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper comes out his penalty area and hoops the ball up the line. So it's very unlike Italian football for the goalkeeper to panic and come at his area and just hoof the ball up. Sabacosta there. I like the way Sabacosta controls the ball. He's very ice cold, controlling the ball. A very experienced player, Sabacosta there for Atalanta on that right hand side. Samadic is allowed to look and pick the pass, no pressure on him. Scalvini crosses the ball into the penalty area, free header, and he rose well. Costa, Costa, isn't it? Who's that? I'm getting my names mixed up. Oh, that's a good. There's no when Inter Milan are defending in their in and around their penalty area, there's no intensity of any of their players to go out and press the attacking player. So literally, the Atlanta players have got not just 5 but 10 yards of no one attacking them. So they're able to pick a pass and put it where they want to. And this is where the frailties of Inter Milan. But that was a very exciting first half. It is only 0-0 between Inter Milan and Atalanta. But for me, by a mile, Inter Milan should be at least 2-1. It should be 2-1 really. Lautaro Martinez, in fact, could have had a hat trick. Atalanta have had their opportunities there, and Brescanini, let me just turn this down. Brescanini for Atalanta. I reckon his manager, Gasperini, will be disappointed that he managed to get a free header in the 6-yard area, in the penalty area of Inter Milan. And he just naturally came down, and maybe it was because he was coming down as he got the header. Perhaps if his feet were planted in the 6-yard area, maybe he would have been able to direct the header a bit more. But as he was coming down, yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Doraemon. Apologies if I pronounce your name incorrectly. Doraemon. Absolutely. How is that just still 0-0? Both managers, Inzaghi and Gasperini, must be thinking on their touchline. I need to have a talk to my players and get them to continue to keep up making the opportunities, keep actually defend a little bit better, because both sides have had difficulty in defending when going from the transition, when the opposition is going from transition from defense to attack towards them. And I think both managers need to tell their players in the last third of the play, it's not difficult, just score, get the ball into the net, that kind of thing. Because I'm telling you, Atalanta could have easily have had 1 goal, 100% there, perhaps even 2, but definitely 1. And Inter Milan, Lautaro Martinez, I think, for example, Crystal Palace back in the day, Wilfried Zaha, when he used to play for us, and he just touch wasn't working, he would just change his boots. So I would say, Lautaro Martinez, just change your boots. I don't know what you're wearing. Perhaps you're wearing jogging football boots. I don't know. But whatever you've got on, Lautaro Martinez, por favor, change your boots, because they're just not working for you, bro. You know what I mean? You're going to change it. Good Lincoln play. The positives, I think, for Inter Milan in the first half was Thuram. If you look at Thuram's work, not just while he's on the ball, the way he holds the ball, what a presence he is, but holding the ball, turning with the ball, and he has an eye for a pass as well. But we'll also look what he does off the ball, coming in deep. At one point, I saw him behind the back three. That's how deep he came in to help out the Inter Milan defense, because there were sometimes, for me, Kalanuru, I'll be butchered his name, Kalhanoglu, the midfielder in Inter Milan is playing literally in the number 8 position on his own. He needs to, in my opinion, press more Scalvani and the room a bit more. He needs to do a bit more work, because at the moment what's happening is you've got the likes of Thuram, who is an offensive attacking player, saying, you know what, I'm not going to get the ball passed to me. I've got to get back there and help my defenders. And as I said earlier on, at one point I saw Thuram behind the back three of Inter Milan, sort of propping up an extra man there and winning the ball and getting the ball out forward. For Atalanta, I think I'm going to give their player at the moment. He hasn't created too much, but I do like the confidence that Sabacosta has on the ball. And actually, while we're there, this is Inter not burying the chances may hurt them. Yes, absolutely, and maybe they were a bit confident because apparently in the earlier on in the season they played against each other, and Inter scored early doors with a free kick, with a half volley goal. Please help me get to 5 likes if you can. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C Palace. While we're there, I'm going to find out this guy Mkhitaryan, because I'm pretty sure he played in the Premier League. I should really know my homework, but that name rings a bell, and I'm going to Google it because I know that the man has been. I think it was either it's one of the northern clubs. It wasn't a London club. Or did he play for Chelsea? You know, so many players play for Chelsea. Jammy Chelsea in what they do in the transfer window. Armenian footballer Hendrik Mkhitaryan. Where's he played? Or maybe I'm wrong. How'd you find out where he's played? Okay, let's go to the pro or transfer mark. He should be there, I suppose. Oh, there he is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he's played for Arsenal as well. You're kidding me? He's played for Arsenal and Manchester United. Transfer history. Oh my day, he did play in the club for London. There you see, I didn't know that. I remember the name. I remember that name popping up all over the place. It looks like he signed first of all for Borussia Dortmund, then he went to Manchester United, and from Manchester United, then he went to the Arsenal, and then from there he went to Roma. Oh, he must have been on loan then. And then he went back to Arsenal, and then now he's at Roma. Well, there you go. So but he's doing very well. Hendrik Mkhitaryan. Yeah, I mean, I just recognized his face, and then I saw the name, and I thought, I've seen you, bro. I've seen you somewhere. And then the other one, which I want to. Oh, wait a minute, I've lost the whole. It's still half time. Still 0-0. Inter Milan 0, Atalanta, and the other one, Kolasinac. I think he's played in the Premier League. Could have been for City. I don't know. I'm just intrigued. You know, when sometimes you get something in your mind and you're just like, right, I need to find this out because it's just going to eat at me. Kolasinac, Said Kolasinac, and let me just see his previous. Yeah, he's played for Arsenal. January the 4th, 2021. I knew I'd seen him somewhere, but I couldn't remember what club. So it looks like a loan transfer, 8 mil to, no, beg your pardon. So in 2017, from FC Schalke, he was on a free transfer from FC Schalke to Arsenal, and let's get the facts right. And then it's then from Arsenal, he left on another loan transfer back to FC Schalke. So he's been backwards and forwards from FC Arsenal, and then he went from Arsenal to Marseille, and then from Marseille, he's just been doing free transfers everywhere. And now he's obviously at Atalanta, and of course Atalanta doing very well at the top of the Serie A. But yeah, I recognised him. So he's got this Arsenal. For some reasons, I thought he played for Manchester City. There you go. What do I know? I know nothing. But at least I had a hunch that he had. I'd seen the player play in the Premier League, but I wasn't sure which club. But yeah, definitely, it's a very lively first half. And as Doraemon in the chat said, clearly 0-0. Are you sure? It should be more. There should be goals here. And of course, Inter Milan there and Atalanta. How would I get the Italian table? Is that it? Ah, there it is. Yeah, I'm just getting the right. So then, how do I then open another? I know that's going to sound really silly, but how do you open a tab? I just try to open things and close things, but I don't want to lose the live stream. That's what I'm worried about. So I do know how to open a tab. Okay, I do know about that much. People in the chat going, "Oh no, who am I watching this?" Just bear with me, all right? Just bear with me, because the tab is all the way over there, and I need it over there. So I've got to try and move it without losing you lot live. And I can multitask. This, I'm a Crystal Palace fan. Crystal Palace fans, we can multitask. Real talk. Especially we got Chelsea at the weekend. We're going to walk over Chelsea. Come on, Palace. We've got to get a jammy Chelsea. Jammy Chelsea. Always doing us over in the transfer window. Real talk. So I'm in there. I've moved the tab over, but now I can't get anything in there. So what's going on? So I've got to go there. It's like I'm giving a lecture on how to open and close the tab on. Dear. Hold on a minute. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And then you wonder why I haven't got any sort of graphics around here. I think I'm getting a whiteboard. Someone suggested it to put a whiteboard just there, or a blackboard, and get some chalk, and then I can put the times. Actually, I should put the chat there. Let me put it out, talking about taking liberties. Half time score is Inter Milan. I don't know why I'm putting it, because Doraemon has clearly put it on his 0-0, but it's Atalanta. Yeah, I've spelled it. There we are. It's half time. So there you go. For anyone in the cheap seats at the back saying, "Una cerveza, por favor, señorita," and they say, "What's the score, by the way?" For any of you that are you like that, I'm like, there you go. It's 0-0. But it should really be, as it's been said in the chat, not just once but twice. How is it 0-0? Because quite frankly, Lautaro Martinez, por favor, por favor. How do you say it, por favor or please in Italian? It's I do know some Italian, but I can't know that word. Oh, I'll have to go. I don't want to lose. I don't want to touch the phone because I got the stream on that. So what was I doing a minute ago? Oh yeah, going back to the tab. He says, yes, Atalanta at the moment in the Serie A table. Oh my god, I get there eventually. Do you know what I think the problem is? Is I didn't stop for a posh chocolate. I still got the chocolates there from Christmas. This is a little look at that, this little fella there. Look at that. It's what I call a posh chocolate, hazelnut, dark chocolate, and apparently the cocoa beans are from Guyana. So those of you who have eaten jollof rice from Ghana, big up to you. The jollof rice from Ghana, I'm eating the cocoa beans. Per favore. That's it, per favore. Because I was doing per favore, per favore. Dios mío, per favore. And they go like this. Yes, that's right. The Italians go, per favore. Thank you very much. Do you know what? You done that. It would have taken me at least 15 to 20 minutes to open a tab, go into Google, maybe go into some kind of website to get that. And do you know what? Big up to Shay Arsenal, but I have to I'm going to pin that. That is brilliant. I love that. Bellissimo. That's bellissimo. Que bueno. How do you pin this then? Oh, I nearly removed you. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Replace. What's happened there? There you go. Per favore. That should have been a goal. Per favore. But I can't seem to do it. No, wait a minute. I think the Italians, no, they don't shake the arms when they say per favore. The Italians, Italiano, they shake their hands, and that's how they do it. But that's how they do it. So I've got to now do the Italian accent. Adjective, per favore. I'm going to do it like in the soprano, like in the soprano settings. Per favore, not in the nightclub scene, sort of course. No, they're not there. Per favore. I don't know where that's going. Look, all I'm saying, per favore, it should be at least 2 for Inter Milan and 1 for Atalanta. Oh my God, that was hard work. Unbelievable scenes. Now it's Atalanta doing very well in the Serie A. They're on 8, having played 18. Can I just emphasize that this match between Inter Milan versus Atalanta is not a Serie A match. It is the first of the semi-finals in the Italian Super Cup. But as I say, the reason why I wanted to watch this match because I knew not bit by bit, but I was aware that Atalanta and Inter Milan were at the top of the Serie A table, but I didn't want to go rabbiting on about it like I am now, without being able to open a tab and then getting the table up, if that makes sense. And I have been able to do so without losing the live stream, which is an accomplishment for my levels anyway. And it's Atalanta, played 18, 41 points there, and joint on 41 points is Napoli. They're played 18, but Inter Milan are on 40 points, and that's probably because they keep missing opportunities and chances. But Inter Milan have only played 17 matches there, but they're on 40 points. Excuse me there. So both doing very well there. I wonder if this will let me go into because I'm intrigued. They do. Oh, hello. I can see because I want to try and see when they last played in the league against each other, and I'm pretty sure that Inter Milan scored. No, it wasn't in December. Yeah, it was in November. So at the beginning of the Serie A, Inter Milan. Oh, they drew against Napoli early doors in November, and of course Inter Milan spanked the Arsenal 1-0 in the UEFA Champions League. If there's any Arsenal fans there, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. But I'm just saying, you lot just beat my Palace with the help of no VAR, with a dodgy disallowed goal there. There should have been a disallowed goal there by Gabriel Jesus, the second goal against us in the Cup. And the same old Arsenal. And then, so Inter Milan beat Arsenal in November. And I'm just trying to find a fixture quickly before the players are coming out onto the pitch. When did they play Atalanta? I can't see it. Oh my God, when did they? Oh, I'll give up. 31st of August. Oh my God, I must be blind. How come? Oh, right. I haven't gone there yet. I'm still in September. You're well ahead of me. Yeah, 4-0. That's it. That's the one I was talking about. Inter Milan 4. I mean, just intriguing to see. See, look. Martinez didn't score. Thuram scored. Barella scored. Let me see quickly. The match is about to start. Oh, looks like they're making a substitution. Who's making a substitution? Inter making a substitution. Are they taking off Lautaro Martin? Yes, Lautaro did start that game against Atalanta. There you go. That's my point. Inter Milan won earlier on in the season in La Liga. And I'm just saying, in that earlier victory of Inter Milan ending 4, Atalanta 0, and Lautaro Martinez still couldn't score in that match. And at the moment, it's 0-0. So I don't think it's going to score today either. I'm just saying. That's the point I was trying to get to. I have landed. The eagle has landed. Why is my... If you stay up. Keeps falling down. Unbelievable. Falling down on the job. That's a penny for the guy, by the way, anyone out there who wants to know. Right, now I've opened that tab. How do I find my original tab? Oh, there it is. No, I'm in the wrong one now. All right, I'm going to go away from that. Oh, the half is started, and I never actually ate my chocolate. I don't know how do you do this watch alongs? I don't even know what to do. Chiram on the board. Let me just put the volume up a bit. Oh shit! I better not show this. If I do, I'm in trouble. Right. Just bear with me. I'm trying to get the lineup because I'm intrigued to find that there has been a substitution at half time. Inter Milan 0, Atalanta 0 in the Italian Super Cup earlier on in the season. They lost 4-0. Oh, the commentators just said 4-0. Oh my God, why didn't you say that like 10 minutes ago? I've just wasted like 5 or 10 minutes of my life, wasted the life of Doraemon, who knew all along. Por favor. No, it's not por favor, it's per favor. I better be careful what I do with my hand like that, I suppose. This is going so wrong. It's supposed to be about football. Oh my days. Anyway, back to the football. Per favore. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Per favore. Maybe I need to have some red Sicilian wine. I have been to Sicily. I recommend anyone out there go to Sicily. Wonderful, Agrigento. Don't go to the right-hand side of the island. Don't go to the Parmello. It's beautiful as well. Very historical. Capital of Sicily, but go to the southeast of Sicily, Agrigento. It's beautiful there, and if you go there midsummer in the year, you see young players that coming from the mainland play football around it. It's absolutely brilliant. The football, the food, the wine, the people in Sicily are absolutely amazing. But here's Inter Milan. Back to the football. It's not a where's a header there. That's a free header there for Inter Milan there. So that could have been a goal there. Real talk. Inter Milan 0, Atalanta 0, semi-finals of the Super Cup here. Corner here and as you see, right, I've got back to where I was before, and I was going to mention the substitutions. Oh, Thuram. Why have they taken Thuram off? What's Inzaghi doing? Why is he taking Thuram on? Just curious. Are you a cricket fan too? I learned that's one of the first sport that I learned when I came to the UK years ago. Oh, that's a goal! There's the first goal. That is the first goal. Calamitous. I'm coming to your question, but Inter Milan have just scored, and I was complaining about why they took Thuram off, and Calamitous defending by. Hold on a minute. How'd you? In the early doors of this first half, Inter Milan have managed to score against Atalanta, and now it's now let's have a look who scored. Is it Dumfries? Was there a foul by Dumfries on Scaldini? Oh, they might look at that. Have they got VAR? Yeah, great start to the half. I absolutely agree with you, Dumfries. Yes, I do like my cricket, but I haven't played it for a game. I'll give you a little story of cricket in a minute, and then you know what I mean. Inter Milan have scored 1, Atalanta 0, and they've done what they couldn't do in the first half. Good goal by Dumfries, good determination by him. Some may say that he did foul one of the Atalanta, and this referee. Good start by Inter Milan, scoring early doors in the second. Yeah, it was Dumfries following that set piece situation there, but that Carnesecchi is still adamant that should not be a goal for Inter Milan. The goal stands though. What's going on? Oh, they're changing the ball. Why are they taking the ball away? What's the ball done wrong? Oh, the ball's collected. The ball's collected. Why are they collecting balls? Pardon. Somebody, what's going on? And it's just that maybe it could be that Atalanta's bogey team is in Inter. But big up to Doraemon. It says curious a cricket fan. Yes, too. Yes, when I was a young nipper, and give it to a lucky fan. Oh, thank you. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's going to be a lucky fan. So that's the goal. That's the ball that actually went into the net. I thought the ball had done something wrong, so he's like, "You've been red carded." This referee. But anyway, but this Lautaro Martinez there. Yeah, that's a foul on him. That's not. He just dived. He just touched his arm. Oh, please. Lautaro Martinez there. I think that was a dive there for me. But yeah, I used to play cricket in the day. I learned how to play cricket by getting a tennis ball and putting rubber bands. The ones you get from the school classroom, and you get a tennis ball and you get rubber bands and you put it around the tennis ball. You put as many as you can to the point that you don't see the tennis ball, and that's what we actually used as young kids back in the day to play cricket. And I was a very good bowler, bowler and spinner. So, but catching the ball, I was absolutely useless, rubbish, and running not too good either. But yeah, I was a very good bowler. I remember, and when I go 10-pin bowling, I got how to swivel the ball as you release it. So there's a technique to that. And it's still 1-0 to Inter. So yes, I'm a cricket fan, but I haven't watched it for some time and played it for a long time, I have to say. Please help me get to 10 likes. It's Inter Milan 1, Atalanta 0, and we are I'm not sure why they took Thuram off. It must have been injured. And they brought on Taremi, but a good goal there by Dumfries. Did Dumfries used to play in the Premier League? It's just that the name rings a bell. I'm actually going to Google it. I think he may have done. I've got into this mood now. But I'm watching the match. Inter. I think Inzaghi will be happy the way they've started and they've actually scored. And that's what I said at halftime. Oh, Lautaro snicked the ball off the Atalanta right back. And there's still more goals in this match, in my opinion, because there's mistakes from both sides defensively. So for me, I think there's still mistakes here from both sides. So I think there's still more goals in this match. It's only 1-0. The things about it is, can they take their chances? As Doraemon mentioned in the first half, how did it end 0-0? I don't know. It should have been. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put. Well, I got this here. Oh, Dumfries is getting a lot of the ball, I have to say. You think he's offside? He's offside. The flag doesn't go. Oh. Right, here we go. I'm going to put the goal scorer. For Inter Milan. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you are new. Just putting the goal scorer on the sandwich on the ball. Big up. There's somebody there. Good evening, HTV. Oh, you were in there before. If Zidane plays 3 more matches, Galatasaray will receive 15.5 million euros. Oh, well, there you go. So is that who came on? Let's have a look. I'm getting confused. Hold on. Tamarini. If Zaniolo. I'm getting a bit confused. If Zaniolo plays 3 more matches, Galatasaray will receive Zaniolo. Well, they're playing him from the start, so clearly Gasperini thinks that he's and the fact that they're top of the Serie A, probably that money is going to go in the end to Galatasaray. So big up to you, HTV, for pointing that out. You might remember him because of his great performance of the NLA in Euros, Netherlands. Yeah, it's a Dutch. Yeah, I know he's from the Netherlands. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, thank you. A substitution there. No, double substitution there. Oh, Lookman. I remember Lookman. Didn't Lookman score against Manchester United or someone in the Premier League? Lookman. They scored a goal and they beat. And he was like the man of the match in that match. Lookman has come on for Atalanta, so they clearly got squad in depth at Atalanta. Lookman has come on for Zaniolo, Zaniolo, I should say correctly, and also Mkhitaryan. He couldn't take the ball. And also the other double substitution is Di Ketelare has come on for Samareshik. I hope I haven't butchered their surnames, but I remember definitely Lookman, and I remember that he had a field day against someone. Today, Osimhen rejected Manchester United and declared that he will stay at Galatasaray by the end of the season. I think it was more than that. I think it was to do with the loan, with the type of loan how it was paid. But yeah, I agree with you. I think if he'd wanted to come to if Osimhen had wanted to come to the Premier League, he would have done so last season. Well, because I keep emphasising, I know my Crystal Palace have got Chelsea at the weekend on Saturday, but had Chelsea had Osimhen all of last season, Chelsea this season would be playing in the Champions League. End of story. Has to be. But what do I know? But he's a very good player, I think. But obviously he likes to be happy where he's playing, and if he's not, then he's not good to nobody. But he does earn a lot of money. Please help me get to 10 likes if you can. It is currently 57 minutes. Inter Milan 1, Atalanta 0, and Di Barca for Inter Milan. Cianalolu has just given the ball away too easily. Coccinini for the Atalanta players doing the per favore. He didn't use two hands, he used one hand. I'm going to hurt your wrist like that. Please subscribe at Diego Soup. Trent leaving Liverpool this summer. Your thoughts? You get me started on that one. I'll be all night. But I will tell you, I think that is a recipe for disaster, of self-destruct for Liverpool, in my opinion. And I'll tell you, 100 minutes, this is Dumfries. Dumfries is getting so much of the ball for Inter Milan. And by Atalanta now, hold on a minute. For me, Trent Alexander-Arnold needs to be careful how he chooses to exit Liverpool, because he will have a double. It will be like a double-edged sword. The Liverpool fans have been very protective over the years, or since he ever started playing football, quite frankly, because he came through the ranks at Liverpool as a youngster. He's a young scout, so he's the lad down the road sort of thing from Liverpool. And the Liverpool fans have been very protective of Trent Alexander-Arnold. But if he leaves Liverpool for Real Madrid, and those of you who are not Liverpool fans like me, those of you who don't understand Liverpool because you're an outsider like me, you should at least understand that there is a great Galatasaray of Atalanta. Scalvini crosses the ball into the penalty area, but good, the ball's played out. But the history between La Real Madrid, Los Blancos, Los Galácticos, and the Scousers, the Liverpool fans. Oh, Lookman. Why didn't Lookman start, bro? Lookman should have started. Lookman looks very lively for Atalanta, but he's lost the ball. Di Marco. Oh, he's lost the ball. Dumfries, I said it. Per favore, it worked. Per favore, bish, bash, bosh. What a goal. Per favore. I tell you, Dumfries, I said it 2 minutes ago. Dumfries is getting too much time on the ball. And Dumfries has just released a boom. As Fabrizio Romano says, no, he says bomba, bomba, an Italian bomba. And he's just released it. And I tell you something, Dumfries, the Netherlands, let's have a look at it. It looks like the opportunity I lost for Inter Milan because the ball got lost. Oh. What a left foot. No, it was the right foot. It came off the back of the foot. Let me have a look. Yeah, it was the right foot. One touch. Off the top of the crossbar into the goal. Boom! That's a boom! That's Fabrizio Romano says, bellissimo! What a goal! What a goal! That's the Doraemon goal banger. And that's completely taken out all the gas from Lookman that's been brought on for Scavini. He should have scored. Breschini has come off for Atalanta. He should have scored in the first half, real talk. But Inter has just turned up the volume. He's just pumped up the gas. I did say two things. Dumfries is getting too much time on the ball for Inter Milan. And I also said there'd be more goals in this. But it's there's not enough intensity or press on the opposition from both sides. But on shots on target, Dumfries has completely just turned the gears up. It's Breschini. Now there's a counter from Inter Milan. What a goal. What a second goal. I think that's Atalanta done. Because they've kind of played all their cards. They brought on Lookman, and after bringing Lookman on, then Dumfries that goes and scores the goal like that. It just deflates the whole situation of bringing Lookman. I'm just trying to have a look at their bench. Rossi, who else can they bring? They already brought Jaminski, so Sulemano there, Patricio's there, Edison. Oh, Lookman! It's just Mace, the sitter. Oh, he was offside anyway. The Atalanta coach Gasperini is like, oh, come on, we did that. Just get it on target, mate. Let's have a look. First touch was okay from Lookman. Oh no, it's just the ball. The way it came down, the ball rolled onto his chin and then onto his foot. So he didn't get a clean strike. So that's what happened. Yeah, that's what I mean. Great move for the result of a pressing. And that's what they need to do because they're there for the taking. Atalanta, absolutely. But I think what's happened is that Inzaghi has told his players at half time, not with saying it with hindsight, but I think what Inzaghi has said to them, look, just keep getting into good position and keep targeting the opposition. But when you Lautaro Martinez, he does put a shift in, I have to admit. But I think even if he gets a no goal, an opportunity on goal, he still won't score. He's just jinxed against Atalanta, I think. And if Lookman can get a goal back for Atalanta, that's a foul. No fouls by Dumfries on Lookman, and now Inter on the break. No Taro. Oh, no Taro, but the ball didn't get up there. There you go. Please help me get to 10 likes if you can, and help me get to 2,000 subscribers. This is a watch along and eat along. You can eat and drink while you watch your football. It is Inter Milan 2, Atalanta 0. This is the Italian Super Cup, the first of the semi-finals. That's a good ball for DiMarco there. Bastoni on himself. Oh, he's run out of room. That's a corner. Oh, I bet Lautaro Martinez will be a bit frustrated. He didn't get the. He just had to. He ran out of room. You can hear the Italian fans telling the players what to do, but the players don't listen, really, of course. Corner for. I don't think nobody now expects Atalanta to turn this match around. It's but you never know. You never know. Let's see what happens. I'm going to quickly go to that. There's a corner here. Oh, too high for DiMarco. Oh, the German international there should have scored there. Let's have another look at this. What a lovely little ball in there. Oh, just get it on target. Oh, he should have scored. He should have scored. All right. Let me just go back to what happened to the. Oh, I don't know what I've done there. Are we still live? Okay, yeah. And it's still Inter Milan 2, Atalanta 0. And there's a double substitution going on here now for Inter Milan. Let me just refresh it because I've lost the whole thing. There's a very young player coming on for Atalanta. Kotsulu coming off. The announcement, yeah, Konosunu coming off, and Palestra. Palestra is the young player coming on for Atalanta. Let's see if he can make an impact. But I think for a youngster to come in, I mean, they're still over 18, 19. There's still over 20 minutes, just about. Oh my days! Big up, because Zon is currently on a loan from Atalanta on a super choice option set to around 80 million euros, including bonuses. This option will become an obligation if he plays 60% of the whole competition's obligation to buy that's triggered upon reaching 60% of total appearances with at least 45 minutes each played. Who thinks of all these? Big up to you, HTV, for that. But I have to say, I wonder if his agent. No, it can't be that. That won't be done by the agent. That will be by the club that's loaning the player out. So that would have been those terms and conditions will be taken in consideration of the value that Galatasaray paid for him in the first place to loan him out, secondly. And also, yeah, because he's an asset. Galatasaray, if you like, look at it as an investor. They invested in Nicolo Zanolio, and if they do loan him out, they want to get they want to enhance on the value of their initial investment. That's what it's about, really. It's always been like that, I suppose. So that's been done by the club Galatasaray. Just having a look here at the substitutions. It's still Inter Milan 2, Atalanta 0. And yeah, Augusto coming on for Bastoni. Terreni on the ball. Lautaro there pressing high. So this is quite interesting to see. Inter Milan are 2-0 up, and there's Lautaro, and they've won the ball, and this has got to be the third. This has to be the third goal. It's crossed the ball, and that's the Lautaro Martinez has just missed the sitter. Oh my days. I would have scored that. It's not his day at all. Dortmund, when they played against each other in August, I think it was, and Inter won 4 against Atalanta. Lautaro Martinez also started in that match and he didn't score. He didn't make an assist. So it's just his bogey team is Atalanta for some reason. I mean, how can he miss that? Per favore, per favore. How did you miss that? Per favore. Ouch, my wrist now is starting to hurt. I'll have to use this hand now. Per favore, Lautaro Martinez. Come to think about it, did Lautaro Martinez ever play in the Premier League? It kind of reminds. You know what? He's got a face. He reminds me of Sanchez, the Arsenal player. Please hit the like and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you're new. Pressanini. I'm going to actually find out if Lautaro. 2 individual goals by Dumfries and Palestra there, the youngster. And please hit like and subscribe at Diego C Palace if you're new. This is an Inter Milan fixture against Atalanta. It's Inter Milan 2, Atalanta 0. Dumfries is getting too much time on the ball. I said it before, he scored the second goal, but 2 individual goals, his second goal. What a peach of a goal. What a goal. What a strike. And he's been making the difference. And I mean, I tell you what, Arsenal fans out there, you're looking for someone to replace Saka. I know you've got in one area, but look, man! Oh my days! How did Atalanta not score? And then it was off the line, and they have scored. Atalanta have pulled one back. It was coming. It was coming. And I told you the start. Well, I think the person that started that was Lookman, and they're keeping it, and they're having a little nibble there, and absolute scenes. Yeah, absolute cinema. Per favore. The Atalanta fans are going, per favore. Why haven't they not scored him on? Edison there. The substitute Edison there. And there you can see the owner of Atalanta looking on. I think their bogey team is Inter Milan. Lookman put it through the balls of the Inter Milan right back and eventually got through. And good. That all started from Lookman. Game on. Game on. Let's see what happens now. How long we've got? Please subscribe at Diego C Palace. It is Inter Milan 2, Atalanta 1, and Lautaro Martinez. I tell you what, if this goes to a draw, Lautaro Martinez. Oh my days. What's going in? They're checking VAR. Oh, they've got VAR there. DeMarco there. What are they checking? What are they checking now? Was somebody offside? Oh, no, come on. If this goal is not given, the VAR at Stockley Park, and probably not at Stockley Park, but the VAR referee, actually, I can tell you who the VAR referee is. I'm going to put it, the VAR referee is called Rosario Abisso. Per favore, per favore. Per favore, this has to be a goal. It makes it more exciting if it's 2-1. Right. In the chat, I'm going to put. Oh no! Wait a minute. They're checking. VAR's checking in, and it's taking forever. Real talk. And the home crowd are whistling, and I'm just going to put on here the copy in the chat. I'll big up to you for saying that it's been given. I'm putting this. The referee is Daniele Chiffi, and the video assistant referee is. Oh no, it's not. No, Atalanta fans will be saying, per favore. Nah, I don't know. I tell you why. Because the VAR referee must be from AC. No, he's probably an Inter Milan fan, I suppose. Nah, I'm sorry. That was a goal. That was a goal. Now, they should do what they do in American football. In this instance, then tell the stadium why it was disallowed. No, I'm sorry. This match needed to go. This match needed to go to 2-1, but I can confirm it's still Inter Milan 2, Atalanta 0. I think they've been robbed. I have no idea. Let me just go and see if in here they might tell me. No, it just says goal overturned. Nobody knows why it doesn't stand. The players on the pitch don't know. The owner of Atalanta doesn't know. The Atalanta manager, he doesn't know what in the blouse and skirt is going on. Gasperini, he's going like, per favore, because like, what's going on, man? Come on. Nah, for me that should be 2. For me that should be Inter Milan 2, Atalanta 1. But there you go. And now all the decisions are going against Lautaro Martinez there. Strafari, Lautaro Martinez is trying so hard to get a goal, and apparently Strafari means in Italian when you're trying hard, over trying hard. Lautaro Martinez, even if there wasn't an Atalan goalkeeper and he had an open goal, he would still not score. For some reason, he would trip up or something. Lautaro Martinez, of course, is a good player, but I guess at Atalanta, the man can't score. Por favor. Please hit like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Actually, I'm intrigued to know if I can. Let me find out. Lautaro. Oh, he's from Argentina. I thought I recognized him. That's where I've seen him in the World Cup. And there's another attack for Atalanta. Is Henderson? Oh, he's lost the ball. He's had his pocket picked. Mkhitaryan in nicking the ball out his pocket there. Let me just see the clubs that he's played. He's played for Racing Club, yeah, and Inter Milan. That's all he's played at Inter Milan. Oh, he's been there a long time, man. Lautaro Martinez has been at Inter Milan since 2018. 2018. And he's never scored against Atalanta. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I don't know why the goal was disallowed. I have no idea. I don't think anybody knows. I don't think even the person at VAR, the VAR referee, I don't think he knows why the goal was disallowed. And he disallowed it himself. Real talk. Offside was the reason. I think the assistant, the VAR referee, probably is doing something in his own time and is affecting his decision on match day. I'll leave it there. Palestri with a corner, terrible corner, but actually he's bouncing to the penalty area. Lookman is playing heads up in the 6-yard, but they're shooting and he gets in the ball. And it's just not meant to be. I think, that's a foul, surely. Edison fouled him. The Inter Milan, Inter. Now the tackle comes to Augusto, plays it across the box, and that is Lautaro Martinez. He is so. Lautaro Martinez, the Argentine international, he can't score against. How did he miss that? I could have scored that. I would have scored that. Por Per favore, Lautaro Martinez. Por favor. He can't score. Exactly, Lautaro. Per favore. I can't do this anymore. My wrist actually hurts. And it's not that kind of a show. At 5, it could be a double figures. Lautaro. Do you know what? I reckon the VAR decision as to why that goal was disallowed was because the VAR referee was too hung up about saying, how comes Lautaro has not scored? Something to do with that. It's got to be a mixture there. Something's going on. Lautaro Martinez, he's oh my! It's just his bogey team. It's got to be. How many goals? I mean, I don't know how you do it. I know there's some people that know how they do it. How many goals has he scored in? Oh, I don't know how to do it. Has he actually scored any goals for Inter Milan? We shouldn't say these things, but it's true though. I mean, it's like terrible. He's won the World Cup. He's won. Let's have a look. He's been Footballer of the Year. Well, he's not Footballer of this match. I can tell you that much. He's won top goal scorer. All right, so he does know how to score goals. He's had 3 top goal scorers awards. He's won 1 World Cup, of course. He's won 1 Copa America winner, and he's won 1 Italian championship with Inter Milan. So it's just one of those, isn't it? Yeah, he's from Argentina. El argentino. Él es de Argentina, pero no puede meter el balón en el gol. Per favore, or shall I say, por favor. Lautaro could easily have had 5. And that's not that's a minimum of 5. Yeah, no, I mean this Inzaghi is a very good manager when it comes to cup competition. So I think only Jose Mourinho has won more than him across Europe. Probably Ancelotti as well, I suppose. Oh, that's a foul, surely. I'll tell you what, though, from the get-go, from the beginning of the match, Inter Milan looked the most likely to score early doors. They made the better opportunities, certainly in the first half. In the second half, they started brightly as well. But Atalanta did have their moments, and they looked even had a bit more moments as well when Lookman came on. But when you get a goal disallowed, like the one that they've had, it's just not your day. Unbelievable things. Please keep subscribing at Diego C. Palace, or drop a like. I'm going to put back the other comment because that helps me get likes and subscription. Where's Shea Arsenal gone? I've lost him. Oh, there it is. Big up to Shea Arsenal. I'm putting this thing back up there because if anybody out there can help me get to 2,000 subscribers and help me get to 10 likes, that'd be amazing. Palestra, oh, Atalanta not going to score in this in this match all day long. It's a shame there because I think had it gone to 2-1, we would have seen a different last 10 minutes. Because Inter Milan are a little bit vulnerable defensively, but I'm glad I watched this match because I knew that these two were good sides at the top of the Serie A, so something was going to happen. Player of the match: Dumfries, Barbella, Carnesecchi, Ederson. You can see that they haven't selected Lautaro Martinez as a possible man of the match. You got to give it to Dumfries. Has oh yeah, let me see if Dumfries. Enter. It's Denzel. It's Denzel Dumfries. I completely got his first name wrong. Just going to quickly go into it. It's Atalanta on the ball on the right-hand side. Let's see if they can nick a ball back. They've still got 5 minutes of normal time, so there's still time. Denzel, he's Sabacosta on the ball. Oh, lovely ball. But no one attacking the ball for Atalanta. Good ball in by Sabacosta there from the left-hand side. Oh, that's a foul. Mkhitaryan there. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's run out of room. Italian Cup winner. Just trying to see the teams that he's played for. No, Dumfries has not played. He's obviously from the Netherlands, and he's only played in the Netherlands and in Italy. Oh, that's a good ball through the lines there. A bit too far, though. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'm on coming up to 87 minutes, and it is Inter Milan 2, Atalanta 0. It's throwing for Inter Milan deep in the Atalanta half. Dumfries has taken the. Why would you let Dumfries take the throw-in with the way he can score goals? I'd have him receiving the ball rather than throwing the ball. Hey, Diego, big up to Alex SR7 says, I was going because I was making a new video. Oh, right. I didn't know. Big up to you, Alex SR7. I really wish that this match would have been 2-1 because I think the last 5 or 10 minutes would have been actually if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Is that a yellow card? I don't think that was a yellow card. Yeah, I reckon the AC Milan is nearly. Oh, nearly lost the thing there. There seems to be an AC Milan fan here. I think the VAR referee might be. Well, not really, an Inter Milan, I think. Right, here's a corner for Atalanta. A goal will be good here. Zabagosta! Oh, my days! They are not going to score today. How did Atalanta not score there? Per favore. I've got to go back to the comment of Darmon. Where is it? How did they not score? The ball comes in, they win a free header, the goalkeeper saves, then a header from Lookman, then the goalkeeper saves again. Look, and if anything, they probably would have disallowed it for a foul on the defender. And both of them couldn't get it past the goalkeeper. Gasperini is thinking it's just It's not going to happen. And where is the comment from? I'm going to put that back up because it's too good not to put it up. Oh, I can't find it now. Oh, there it is. Per favore, replace the pin message from Deramon. Per favore, how Inter Milan, how Atalanta have not scored one goal, I'll never know. There's nothing the manager can do with something like that. And what save? He made 2 saves there. The Inter Milan player's gone down like if he's been... Arcelini gets an elbow in the back. Nah, it's nothing there. Just wasting time, tactical. But I just can't see. I just don't think Atalanta is going to score, even if there was like no one in the goal for Inter Milan. Lookman there. I mean, there's not enough time. There's 6 minutes of additional extra time to be played. 6 minutes. Yeah, thank you there, Alex SR. And yeah, it should be on chances. It should be, but also, but to be fair, Inter Milan have also had at least 4 or 5 extra opportunities by Lautaro Martinez that he missed. So it should be 7-2. There's the ball. Still in the penalty area. Oh my God, look, man, come on. Oh no, they're not going to score today. Atalanta just cannot get the ball into play. Lautaro Martinez there is down on the floor. Unbelievable scenes there. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. Please keep hitting the likes. And I think Inzaghi, the manager for Inter, he looks favourite to win this competition. Very good competition manager. But how did Atalanta not score at least one goal? I'll never know. They should have scored 1 goal. What is wrong with them? Real talk. Unbelievable scenes there. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Good first half by Inter Milan. The first half they should have scored more than 1 goal. With Lautaro Martinez having lots of good opportunities. But Atalanta just... No. Oh, Lautaro. If Lautaro doesn't... Oh, my God, it's terrible. Oh, my God. Lautaro Martinez, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you what is wrong with Lautaro Martinez. This Argentine World Cup winner. What is he doing? Per favore. Per favore. I can't do that. I'm not doing that movement anymore. It may look a bit... what is going on there? Per favore. Lautaro Martinez. He could have had at least 6 or 7 goals today against Atalanta. Absolutely. It's just it must be his bogating because apparently he has won top goal scorer 3 times in his career. And good this Lookman and Edison. Oh, he's just lost the ball. No, that's a foul. There we go. I don't know. For me, it should have been I think had this game gone to 2-1, then maybe something. But even then, I think Inter Milan would still would have won it. But and now is Lautaro Martinez on the break here for Inter Milan. He's got options to his left, and he's passed it too softly. Lataneri, they won't pass the ball to Lautaro because they know Lautaro Martinez is going to miss, and he just walks away going. They didn't want to pass the ball to Lautaro Martinez on that inter break. And let's have a look. Yeah, someone stood on his foot. Look, Lautaro Martinez. No one passes the ball to Lautaro Martinez because they know he's going to score. You don't take a touch. You just got to shoot. I don't know. Please make sure you hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. It is now 96 minutes. And it's Inter Milan 2, Atalanta 0 in this. And it has just ended. It has ended. Inter Milan 2 goals, 2 individual performances, masterstrokes from the Netherlands international, Dumfries. I think he's man of the match, Dumfries. Big up to you, Daramon. I've left your message there. Absolutely the best. Per favore. Big up to you. I'm glad that you enjoyed the evening. Take care. Good night. Take care, Doraemon. And good football between both teams. You can see why Atalanta are top of the league. It's just at the moment, Inter is their bogey team. So we'd be interested to see who makes mistakes at the top of the Serie A. And Inzaghi there, the manager for Inter, a well-renowned cup winner. And night all, take care. Yeah, Rangers won against Celtic. I couldn't believe that one. Everyone predicted Celtic to win. But yeah, Rangers, I don't know where they got that result from, but yeah, I was too late for that one. I expected Celtic to win that by a mile. But it is what it is. I'm going to try and find out if I can. Just bear with me. When the second semi-final is, it'll probably be tomorrow. So what is it? Oh, I better be careful not showing that. I'm getting in trouble. Oh, I've got to be careful with right. So what do I do now? Please keep hitting the likes. Help me get to 10 likes. I'm going to try and do the roundup of the if I can get it. Let me just turn that down. Oh, it's not working. All right, I'll just leave it there. Where did I put this? Right, I'm going to try and find out when the next, the other semi-final is, because that was the very first semi-final. The thing I don't know is that does that mean? I presume that means that Atalanta are knocked out of this competition, or is it a two-legged semi-final? I don't know. We'll find that, I suppose. I'm just going to go into to find out, because today, of course, it ended. I can confirm it ended Inter Milan 2, Atalanta 0. Dumfries, very good individual performances there. Denzel Dumfries, of course, from the Netherlands international, and I think he's man of the match. He took his chances, unlike Lautaro Martinez of Inter Milan, who could have had 7 goals on his own. At least. Easy ones. I would have scored at least 4 of them. And then one of my foot is a flat foot as well. Real talk. Unbelievable. And it's ended at Inter Milan 2, Atalanta 2. Atalanta did have their moments, but they could not get the ball. They did have the ball in the net, but it was deemed offside. To me, that was a valid goal, but it is what it is. And what I'm going to try and do... No. Right, here we go. Dundee United beat Dundee. There you go. I was going to go cover that because that was a late kickoff. Oh, Gillingham, there's still matches playing. No way. It's only... Oh, it's supposed to... It is only... No way are they still playing. Gillingham is still playing Bromley, and Newport County is playing AFC Wimbledon. Over there winning. But definitely finished Inter Milan 2, Atalanta 0. And it's let me just check. I'm going to go into tomorrow's fixtures. It's and to see if they're going to do the second. Yes, it is. Yes, I thought so. Right, tomorrow it's between Juventus and AC Milan, the other semi-final in the Italian Super Cup. Oh, is it going to be Inter Milan versus AC Milan, or is it going to be Inter? Oh, 1 minute. I've just lost it. Why do I keep losing the... Ooh. Right, tables. Yeah, Juventus are doing not too bad in the Liga, in the Serie A, I should say. They are they're on 32 points, so they're not that far off the top. So they're a good side there, and AC Milan are on 27 points. So Juventus are actually doing better in the Serie A table, but they have played 1 game more. AC Milan are on 27 points, Juventus on 32. But tomorrow, as I say, it's going to be Juventus versus AC Milan, 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time kickoff, and that's going to be a juicy effect there, no doubt. I'll see if I can do a watch along for that. And I presume now that means that Inter Milan are in the final. As I said, I don't know. Juventus are undefeated. Yeah, they just kept drawing in the Serie A. All right, thanks for that. Real Madrid plays at 3 p.m. Are they playing tomorrow? I can't see it. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they're playing... okay. Yeah, they're playing Valencia. Oh, that's the Spanish La Liga. But Valencia at the bottom of La Liga there. So, yeah, no, so definitely. I just wanted to confirm there. So it's Juventus versus AC Milan tomorrow. So that'll be interesting to see. Oh, my days. So that, yeah, but they did start their season a lot earlier than the Premier League. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. That today has been... if I can get back to it. How do I get back to it? Oh, I've lost it. Inter Milan. Got it. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. So where is it gone now? All right, I need to go back in here. Okay, I'm back. That's ended at Inter Milan 2, Atalanta 0. For me, in the first half, Inter Milan were the better team, breaking up the play, getting forward, especially down that left-hand side. Good link-up play there between Thuram of Inter Milan and Mkhitaryan, ex-Arsenal player. And I think he played a little bit for Manchester United, but mostly at Arsenal. He was landing in and out, whatever. And but yeah, he played well. Both of them played well. Thuram for Inter Milan was substituted at half time, and then they started the second half. Inter Milan um, in the same ascendancy as they did in the first half against Atalanta, but this time the difference was that Dumfries just absolutely two individual brilliant efforts, first on 49 minutes and then on 61 minutes. I think the second one was what a technique to have. And he scored 2 goals. Didn't need an assist, just individual performances there. Dumfries, and also I like the way in the first half Thuram was not just playing tackling wise, but also his defensive qualities in the sense that he was tracking back deep. As I said earlier on in the watch along, one time I saw him behind the back three next to his goalkeeper, playing deep, helping out the defense, and yeah. So I don't know why he was substituted at half time. Maybe he just run himself into the ground. I can only think of is that he must have picked up an injury, or maybe he's just something wasn't right. So Inzaghi, the Inter Milan manager, has substituting here Simone Inzaghi substituting him at half time. So I hope Thuram's not injured because he looks a good player, man. I like the way he plays. I can't deny. As for Atalanta, the other story of Inter Milan was Lautaro Martinez, the Argentine international. He missed that. He could have at least had, I'm not exaggerating, 7 or 6 goals from himself alone, and he just couldn't score. His bogey team must be Atalanta. And earlier on, at the beginning of Serie A season, back in August, when Inter Milan won 4, Atalanta 0, Lautaro Martinez also started in that match, and he never created an assist and he never scored either. He just can't score against Atalanta. But with that said, the manager of Atalanta, Gasperini, would be like, per favore, why have they not scored today? Because in the first half, Bresciani, he had an opportunity. Bresciani there, he had an opportunity to score. He was in the 6-yard area. Maybe he was, as the ball came down, it was just him in the 6-yard ball area. He literally 5 yards, 10 yards left around him. He had no one, and the goalkeeper was just there in front of him. And as the ball came over, he just had to header it. That sort of header, so you don't header towards the middle, you header towards there, or you just flick it and the ball goes over to the right of the goalkeeper. But he just headed it downwards, and the goalkeeper Sommer for Inter Milan, the ball just landed in his hands. He didn't have to make a save; he just came down. So, but in the second half, the Atalanta manager Piero Gasperini, who is leading the Serie A at the moment, but in this cup competition, he must be thinking, how have we not scored in the first half and in the second half? In the second half, they did score. Atalanta did score, but the VAR referee, I've put it in the chat and in the descriptions, they deemed it to be offside, or something happened. I don't know, but for me that was a goal, and that would have been good because in the last 10 minutes it would have been good to see Inter Milan versus Atalanta with 1 goal and see how it works. Next goal could have been like the golden goal, the one that decides it, but it wasn't to be. But overall, I think Inter Milan deserved to win this particular duel. Man of the match, it's definitely not Lautaro Martinez for Inter Milan. He just couldn't score today. It's got to be Dumfries, the Netherlands international and Inter Milan winger. Yeah, he put in a shift. I think closely followed by Mkhitaryan. He also put a shift in today, the time that he was on that pitch for Inter Milan. So it'll be interesting tomorrow, Juventus versus AC Milan. Could it be a Super Cup final between Inter Milan versus AC Milan? I've just got a feeling that it'll probably be Juventus, and then someone in the chat just said that they've been drawing, so they've been doing well. So it is what it is. Quickly on the other scores today, just to go for it. The Scottish Premiership. I do apologise because I wanted to do the Scottish Premiership today, but because it's a bank holiday in Scotland today, the 2nd of January, their kicks off. I think they kicked off around 3:00, so I just couldn't get to it. But Aberdeen have lost again to Ross County. Oh my days! I've just looked at that. I've just computed that. If you can figure out computer in my brain cell, Aberdeen 1, Ross County 2. Oh my days! Aberdeen just dropping the previous match. They lost 4-0, I think it was. Hearts 1, Motherwell 0. Big 3 points for Hearts. Kilmarnock 2, St Mirren 0. Rangers 3, Celtic 0. Who would have thought that? Who would have saw that coming? I didn't think that. I thought Celtic were going to walk over that. But Ibrox, the home of Rangers, Rangers score it. Let me see who scored those 3 goals, because did anyone get sent off for Celtic? I've got to see this. Something must have happened. Someone must have got sent off. Michael in goal for Celtic. Brendan Rodgers back to the drawing room. Fushihari up top. Kuhn up there for Celtic. No red cards. I didn't see that one coming. Rangers 3, Celtic. Have you heard of Dani Olmo? And I think Dani Olmo is one of those players that is available on a free. And there's going to be players across Europe that will be available. But just because they're available, then the wages could prevent them from being signed. Like, for example, if you look at the football club in the Premier League, Manchester United, they've got Marcus Rashford, and he's on very high wages. And if they wanted to loan him out, I think in that situation, not many European or Premier League clubs would favour. I think Manchester United would probably have to pay out for that between the 2 players. Oh, there should have been a red card. I watched the game, and the Rangers could have been completely in control. And at the end of the first half, there was a scuffle between the 2 players. Oh, right. There's always going to be, isn't it? But they need to just show a bit of decorum, because what goes on the pitch can cascade with what happens on the terraces. And I expect there's a lot of passion between Rangers versus Celtic and Celtic versus Rangers. But it's a football match, kind of. And people are adults, so just try and go in there, watch your football, and come out in one piece, sort of thing. But if it kicked off on the pitch, I'm not surprised. But then that could cascade into the crowd, and that's where they need to be careful. I expect then Rangers and Celtic to be penalised by the Scottish FA for that. I expect down the road, perhaps not by suspensions, but certainly monetary. So they'll probably get a fine for that. St Johnstone 1, Hibs 1, and Dundee 1, Dundee United 2. I nearly did the watch along for that. They're still playing Gillingham versus Bromley, and that's 2-0 away to Bromley at Gillingham. I've actually been to the Gillingham Stadium. When you go there, you stand up there. Or when I went there the last time, you don't. There was no seats. Basically, you stand and there's that metal bar, and that's probably the best way, if the only way, to watch football properly. But it's. Let me just actually see how they're doing in the table. Oh blimey! Gillingham mid-table. That's what AFC Wimbledon and Walsall at the top, with Doncaster Rovers and Salford City. I think they've drawn Manchester City. or Manchester United in the cup. That's going to be interesting, that one up there. And it's also still playing Newport County 0, AFC Wimbledon 1, but that's expected because AFC Wimbledon are at the top there. Right, that is that. Actually, I'm intrigued to find out how that's affected the Scottish Premiership, especially with Ross County beating Aberdeen. Oh, well, look at that. Dundee United have now overtaken in goal difference Aberdeen. That was a big free win there for Dundee United over Dundee, who stay in 9th. But on 34 points, Aberdeen, they're in 4th on 34 points. Dundee United are on in 34 points, but they're in 3rd now. But Rangers making ground on Celtic with that massive. They only got 3 points for that, but yeah, Brendan Rodgers will be asking himself, was that just a glitch, a blip, or is that going to affect the rest of the Scottish Premiership campaign going into the now that they're in the New Year fixtures? Because before that they haven't lost anything; they've just been winning, and only one draw. So it'll be interesting to see, but I think Celtic should come away in the end as the Scottish Premiership winners. And at the bottom, massive 3 points for Ross County. They're now on 22, but they've still got that minus 17 goal difference. And Hearts are on a massive 3 points for them as well. Now they're on 20 points. And St Johnstone, there with that draw, a good big point for them, but they need to start picking up wins because Hearts and Ross County they've just drawn one, won one, and the previous ones they drew one, so they're picking up points. So St Johnstone looking to turn it around. Hibs there just outside the top 6. Right, I'm going to call it a day and say thank you very much for everyone in the chat. Thank you for getting me to 7 likes. If you're watching on playback, help me to get to 10 likes, and that'll be amazing. And yeah, thoroughly, I hope you all enjoyed that watch along. Good night, Alex SR7, and it's thank you for dropping in, Alex SR7 there. And for me, it's yeah, that was a good one. I knew that Inter Milan and Atalanta will be a tasty affair, and tomorrow is going to be another one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cover the watch along for that. I'll do my best to do so. I can. If I can't, then I can't. Take care, Alex SR7. Thank you for dropping in. And just one last thing quickly. I should really wrap it up because I've got such a long day. Oh my days, what have I done there? What's happened there? I hate it when he does that. Right, let's just have a look. Can't spell. No, that's not working. All right, I was just going to try something there, but that didn't work. All right, but definitely thank you very much, everyone in the chat. Good night, and thank you for dropping in. Thank you for all the support thus far this week, this year thus far. Is the second day of January. For all the subscription, all the likes, all the comments. Thank you very much. And it is thank you to Alex SR7. Also thanks to Edge TV. Also to Doraemon. Big up to you. Thank you for subscribing today to the channel. And also thank you to there was somebody Arsenal. Quickly, I've got to find everyone in there. Shay Arsenal, Lewis Gaming Channel. Thank you for dropping in as well. Big up to Shay Arsenal. I'm just going to put that one there back up if I can, please. Thank you very much for dropping in because, oh, I done it wrong there. Put the wrong one there. Where's Shay Arsenal? Oh, I don't know how to do this. There you go. Remember to hit the like. Shay Arsenal earlier on dropped in and said, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new, and get this channel to 2K subscribers. Thank you, Shay Arsenal, for doing that. I've just repinned that. Absolute amazing for you to do that. And big up to Brad the Lad. Go and subscribe to Brad the Lad. He does some content sometimes. Is a good content creator out there. Big up him to just drop in and say hello. That means a lot. For some reason, there's a golden rule out there that once you become a content creator, you thou shall not go into anybody else's chat and say hello. And it's weird. I've never understood that. I didn't understand that before I started doing content. Now that I've started doing content, I'm like, well, what's the problem? If you like something, just go and say hello. It's not difficult. Big up to Brad the Lad for doing that. And the true gentleman there, up north. I know he's up in north in neck of the woods in the North England, right? And I think that's all. I think I haven't missed anyone. Yeah, I think I've mentioned everyone. Big up to Lewis Gaming Channel there as well. Big up to Lewis Gaming Channel there, dropping a hello there. Last of all there. Big up to you. I hope you're doing well there. And AFC Wimbledon has just scored a second goal away at Newport County, and Gillingham are still 0, Bromley 2. That's the only matches that are ongoing. But the shock of the day today has to be Rangers 3, Celtic 0. Brendan Rodgers, what happened there? Celtic fans, what has happened to your football club today at Ibrox? Come on. Come on. Thank you very much for watching, and I will put the full lineups for Inter Milan and Atalanta players when I get a moment, but I need to go for a break, to a toilet break. But I will end the stream just now, and hopefully tomorrow I will try my best and do a watch along if I'm not still on the road. There's a lot of football on tomorrow evening. Juventus versus AC Milan in the other semi-final of the Italian Super Cup to see who will face Inter Milan in the Italian Super Cup final. No idea when that is. But also tomorrow night there is Portuguese Premier Liga, Sporting away at Victoria Guimarães. That's going to be a tasty one there as well, no doubt. So there's some other football there available, which I might have a little butcher tomorrow. And somebody mentioned that, of course, Real Madrid are away to Valencia in the Spanish La Liga. And I'll end it on this. At the end of that match, will Ancelotti say, Trent Alexander-Arnold, venga, venga, venga la Real Madrid. Will Ancelotti will be picking up the phone to call Trent Alexander-Arnold and say, venga, venga, come, come. We want you to play at Real Madrid. And will Trent Alexander-Arnold take the bait? Will he disrespect the Liverpool fans? Because I think if he leaves Liverpool to go and play at Real Madrid, I will never understand Liverpool. But I could categorically tell football fans out there the baggage between the emotions that exist between the real Liverpool fans and La Real Madrid fans is immense. There's a lot of history there because of the duels in the Champions League. There is a lot of history there. So if Trent Alexander-Arnold goes from Liverpool to Real Madrid, is it the same as the moment as when Sol Campbell left Arsenal? I should be careful if there's any Arsenal fans in the chat if I mention Sol Campbell. But is it as big as that? Sol Campbell going to Tottenham Hotspur. Is it as big as the Ashley Cole moment? Is it as big as that? If you, as an example, if Trent Alexander-Arnold leaves Liverpool and doesn't do it in a respectful way. I'm not sure if there is a respectful way to do it. Not because he's leaving Liverpool and leaving his Liverpool fans, but because he will be landing at La Real Madrid. That's going to hurt. I mean, no doubt, the Liverpool fans, and more importantly, I can just see it in the horizon, the Manchester United fans, the Manchester City fans, the Chelsea fans, those sort of, if you like, the Arsenal fans, those top clubs at the top in the Premier League, if you like. Well, Manchester United are not up there, I know that, but I think you understand what I'm saying. They're going to be bantering those Liverpool fans if Trent Alexander-Arnold leaves his Liverpool fans, his Anfield, and lands at Real Madrid. As for the moment, as far as I know, from Fabrizio Romano and other Laurie and all this very tier one people out there that know about these contract things, my understanding through what I've heard from them is as follows. Trent Alexander-Arnold is still at Liverpool, is still a Liverpool player, but Real Madrid have made a query of Liverpool FC about the availability of Trent Alexander-Arnold. What makes it more of a mix-up into it, and you may wonder why am I talking about Liverpool. I'm going to come to it because it does involve my Crystal Palace in it. I will tell you this much. What happens is that look at what Michael Owen said. And I'm doing it with a pinch of salt because Liverpool fans will know how horribly Michael Owen left their Liverpool to go to new pastures. The same like how McManaman did back in the day. All right? Right? It left a bad whiff in the air. Let's just put it that way for the Liverpool fans, and opposition fans pounced on that. Real talk. So I will say this. What Michael Owen has said publicly is that if Real Madrid have made an inquiry, made no doubt about it, I'm not using a specific as these words, but he said, made no doubt about it, there will be behind the scenes contact, communications, perhaps a WhatsApp, I don't know, something between Real Madrid and perhaps something on the side of Trent Alexander-Arnold's corner. To me, I don't think that should happen because he's still a Liverpool employee. He's still a Liverpool asset, a very major asset to their team. And the reason why I'm talking about this Liverpool situation, not just because there are Liverpool fans that I expect in the chat, respectfully, the reason I'm mentioning this because this will have a domino effect to my Crystal Palace as I see it. I'm keeping an eye on that because if you've got Trent Alexander-Arnold in the January transfer window, Mo Salah, Luis Diaz, Barcelona connection. Mo Salah probably maybe go to Saudi Arabia. I don't think he'll go to any other Premier League club. You got PSG possibly come having a little whiff there as well. Who else have they got? Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mo Salah, Luis Diaz for Barcelona, Virgil van Dijk. He hasn't re-signed his contract. There is a lot of big names, big established, I suppose from the Liverpool fans, they will call some of them legends. I don't know. You go and talk to a Liverpool fan, they'll tell you for what they've achieved for their Liverpool fans. But very, very well established players there. That's a lot of big names that their heads could be turned during the January transfer window. I'm not saying that they're going to leave Liverpool. Of course, they're not going to leave in the January transfer window. But the dice have been rolled. If you're at a casino table, the dice are beginning to be like this, and they're about to be thrown, right? And the dice are rolling along the green of the canvas there in the casino. And how are they going to land? Are they going to land for a positive for the Liverpool fans? Is it going to land for a positively for Arnold Slot? How is he going to deal with those 5 big names wanting out of Liverpool. And how that has affect my Crystal Palace is very simple. They're already, the Liverpool fans and whatnot, they already are sniffing at Mark Gahey, Uncle Mark Gahey. I tell you what, Liverpool fans, and no disrespect to the Newcastle United fans out there, if the Liverpool fans come in, if Liverpool FC come in from Mark Gahey, no disrespect to Newcastle United, it's not in the same. Newcastle United are not in the same league as Liverpool are. Liverpool are top of the Premier League. Liverpool are top of the Champions League. They haven't finished what they've started this season. Not just on those two fronts, but on other fronts. I expect in other competitions that they're not in it to participate like the Arsenal fans. Liverpool FC are looking to do a sweep, to make a statement. Now, I'm going to tell you this much. If Liverpool land Alexander Isak, if Liverpool land and get rid of their Darwin Núñez, which I don't think is levels at, I would not have Darwin Núñez at my Crystal Palace over JP. Get out of here. I wouldn't have him. Darwin Núñez. If Liverpool land Alexander Isak and get rid of Núñez, if Liverpool land Mark Gahey for Crystal Palace in the January transfer window, I mean, my heart's like I'm getting hurt right now. Just been thinking about contemplating that. That will be making a statement. Because the other thing is as well, it's big up to you, Steve. The other thing which I'll say this about Liverpool fans, Liverpool teams that play against Liverpool, the way to break them down, to beat Liverpool this season, has to be twofold. We've got to take out the creativity, the way that Liverpool play by what the three in the middle do: Gravenberch, McAllister, and Sloboshay. If those three are playing together, or if at least two of them are playing of the three, they've got to be neutralised during those matches. My Crystal Palace play against them. When they play against them, we got to take those. We got to. When I say take them out, I'm not saying make sure they get injured. No, when they are neutralised, their credibility of what they do as technically, individually, but collectively what they do for the Liverpool from the transition of defence to attack. If you neutralise McAllister and Gravenberch and Sloboshay when he's in the Liverpool setup, you're halfway there. If you leave it until Mo Salah's coming at you on one side, or if you leave it until Luis Diaz is coming at you at the other end, or if you leave it whilst Cody Gakpo is up top, headering the ball in, it's too late there. The damage has already been done. So I say that's one way to stop Liverpool winning that Premier League and winning 3 points against my Crystal Palace, is to neutralise that midfield there that protects the back line of Liverpool and their offensive players. But I'll say this much. If they land my Mark Gahey and they get another offensive option, alternatively, other than Darwin Núñez, they're going to be unstoppable. Liverpool fans, if you land my Mark Gahey, you ain't just getting a football player. You're getting someone that's humble, that knows his roots, that knows his faith. He believes in his faith. He's a family man. And more importantly, I suppose the reason why you're buying him, if you do go in for him, for Mark Gahey in the January, or should gain a good defender who can play 3 at the back or 4 at the back. I don't want to talk about it. So there you go. Thank you for getting me to 8 likes, people. If you can, get me to 10 likes if you're watching on playback. Yeah, the January transfer window is open for both the men and the women. So good luck to the Crystal Palace women in their transfer window. They're starting up soon. Not this weekend. I think it's the weekend after. And as for the Crystal Palace men, we're looking to get a result against Chelsea. They've lost 2 on the bounce. They lost against away at the Tractor Boys. The Tractor Boys are still celebrating. The Ipswich fans are still celebrating on their tractors. And I mean, Chelsea fans, how can you lose on the Fulham Road? On the Fulham Road, where your bridge, where your stadium is, on the Fulham Road, to none other than the Fulham fans. I mean, how low can it get? That's right, Chelsea fans out there. I'm saying it because we got you on Saturday, and it's going to be 3 defeats on the bounce because your manager is beginning to look. It's beginning to make Tinkerbell from back in the day, Claudio Ranieri. That's right, I'm saying it with chest. You're Claudio Ranieri. He was nicknamed Tinkerbell. Your manager at the moment is tinkering too much to the point. Are you going to keep hold of Nkuku in the January transfer window? Real talk. Crystal Palace, we've got to get 3 points. Crystal Palace gets 3 points on Saturday against the jammy of Chelsea. The jamminess of Chelsea. My Crystal Palace should go above the likes of Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United fans. Automatically, walk in the park. And last of all, we need to get above Brighton. So Arsenal fans out there, don't bottle it at the weekend. All right, Arsenal fans, you cannot defend like how you conceded that the very first Premier League goal of 2025, like you conceded that goal, and Mbeumo, who scored for Brentford. Look how you lost the ball in the midfield. You got cooked in the midfield. You got carved open at the back. All right, don't bottle it against Brighton, okay, Arsenal fans out there. I need my Palace to finish above Brighton. It's more or less they're guaranteed that we'll finish above Manchester United fans and Tottenham Hotspur fans. I wish we could play those two teams every weekend because we'll get 6 points all day long. Real talk. Come on, Palace. Let's get into the top 10 and let's finish above Brighton. Right, I've covered too much there. I went off into one there. Thank you, Steve. Big up to you, Steve. Big up to you, Steve. You come into it, and now we're going to be talking about football all night. Big up to you, Steve. Did you see that result earlier on today? Celtic. No, it was Rangers 3, Celtic 0. Did you perceive? That was absolutely scenes. Big up to you, Steve. He says, "What a game!" There you go. You're mentioning it. There you go. I'm not even paying attention to the chat. He says, "What a game!" Rangers 3-0. Yeah, I missed it. I was too busy. I wish I'd done the watch along. I would have been cringing. I did not see that coming. Brendan Rodgers. What is going on with Brendan Rodgers? Celtic fans, what is going on? No one could have foreseen that. Rangers, clean sheet against Celtic, who are flying at the top of the Scottish Premiership. Aberdeen also losing, but yeah, well done to Rangers. I don't think, from what I hear, it's not the fact that they've won 3-0, it's the mannerism of how they won it. I heard, Steve, also that at half-time, someone mentioned in the chat that earlier on that there was some argy-bargy, there was an altercation there between some players, Rangers players and Celtic players at half-time after the whistle went. So, yeah, I got Hibs and St Johnstone score 1-1 when I'm looking forward for the Liverpool-Manchester United. I don't think any Manchester United fan is looking for that. Do you know what? The thing is, I expected Celtic to beat Rangers, even at Ibrox today. And I was way out of it. I was so way off it. I was nowhere near the park. Like literally, I was way out of my prediction there. Without seeing the lineup between Liverpool and Manchester United, and it's at Anfield. What the Manchester United away fans should do at Anfield is remind the Liverpool fans that Trent Alexander-Arnold wants to play for Real Madrid. That would really get them up the goat. That up the who, to put it mildly. Remind them that Mo Salah has not been offered a new contract. Remind the Liverpool fans that Virgil van Dijk hasn't re-signed his contract, I think. Remind that Barcelona are having a little smell there for Luis Diaz. That's what the Manchester United fans should do, just to rattle them. But as for the players, Manchester United players against Liverpool players, I can't see them getting a draw. Never a win. I just don't see it at the moment. I just don't see it. So that's going to be one to be interested there. So big up to you, Steve, for mentioning that. Yeah, everyone's looking forward to that Liverpool match, but I'm looking forward to Crystal Palace versus Chelsea, first of all, on Saturday. And January transfer will be interesting. Please help me get to 10 likes. If you haven't hit like, help me get to 10 likes if you can. January transfer will be interesting. How many and what players and which positions do you want to see Crystal Palace improve on? January, I want backup for Tarek Mitchell. He's doing so much. He's doing so well for his teammates, for himself. But we need cover for Tarek Mitchell. On the left-hand side there, we don't have enough cover for him. We do have alternatives with youngsters to play in that position, but we need to invest in that. And as always, if what I'm worried about is it's not so much of what I would like for Crystal Palace are linked to a Liverpool, a youngster, and a youngster. There's a youngster at Millwall, another one called Eze. By the way, we might even have two Ezes. But then this brings me onto the other side of the coin at Crystal Palace. How many players do you want to see in position? Who do you want to see Crystal Palace move on? I'm one of those Crystal Palace fans that I just don't want no one to leave. But I know that that's not reality. And this brings me on to your bit there. Move on at Crystal Palace. Because of what's happening at Manchester City, what's happening at Liverpool, these are big clubs who can and know how to maneuver things in their own transfer windows in respect to fair play. And I'm worried that Crystal Palace might lose the likes of Ebrieze, Adam Morton, could be to Manchester City as an example. Mark Gahey's been linked to Liverpool. If Liverpool come in for Mark Gahey, if City come in for Ebrieze in January, and the deal was good for the player, for the football club, don't get me wrong, I want Crystal Palace, yes, on one hand, to keep all their players, our best players, of course. But I'm in the real world as well, and I'm under understanding that is the responsibility of the football club also to be progressive in enabling their own footballing assets, like Mark Gahey, like Ebrieze, like Daniel Munoz, like Jefferson Lerma, like Jean-Philippe Maceta, to improve their individual status at the beginning of the season and throughout the season. So at the end of the season, they, not because I want them to leave, but they should be looking into the windows to say, there's other people now coming in for us. So the club has to be progressive in and proactive in encouraging their assets to enhance their valuation from the initial investment. So, so it's going to depend more on who's leaving, but I've got a feeling that Dougie Freeman and the scouts, for example, I did a watch along last night, Steve, with Sheffield United away at Sunderland, and it wouldn't surprise me in the least that if one of the Crystal Palace scouts, or even Dougie Freeman himself, was at the Stadium of Light, the home of Sunderland, watching the youngsters there and potential for Crystal Palace there. So it's going to be a tough window. What interest comes in for players, established players, and looking to look for new pastures, and also remember this time last year, if I'm not mistaken, Dougie Freeman brought in both Daniel Munoz, the Colombian international, and also Adam Morton, and look how well they've done at Crystal Palace. Their valuation has clearly enhanced. Their status within the Premier League has gone up. So so if we can get one or two signings like that again, I'll go for it. But competition for key places is important. But it's also, this goes quickly, I'll end this on Crystal Palace. It's about what Oliver Glasner's vision is with the formation that he's introduced at Crystal Palace. Unlike Arnold Slot at Liverpool, Arnold Slot has had everything put on a silver plate for him. At Crystal Palace, Oliver Glasner has had to graft the results with injuries, with players leaving, Joachim Anderson, Michael Lise leaving in one transfer window. How many transfer windows has Arnold Slot at Liverpool had to deal with? One or two of their main key players leaving in the same window? None. I say no more on the matter. Move on. Big up to you, Steve. No, actually, I'm going to say something else. At Crystal Palace, we have Oliver Glasner. He's the next Jurgen Klopp. I said it when we signed Oliver Glasner as the manager for Crystal Palace, and no one believed me, and I'm saying it now. Look at Oliver Glasner's profile as a manager when he started, nearly identical as how Jurgen Klopp did in Germany when he started out as a manager. Very similar, very similar style of play and attitude to how they expect their players to overcome. And Oliver Glasner is going to be the next Jurgen Klopp in European football. Mark my words. And hopefully he'll push my Palace up into the top 10. Right, still 11 points. Still big up to you, Steve. Still 11 points behind you. You got to win every game, not Old Firm. I remember other teams won 3 games title. Derby got 9 from 12. Still didn't win the league. It's still what you do in the other games. Yeah, your point being, I see what you're saying, Steve. It's consistency. And it's not just how you start, it's how you consistently do, not just in away fixtures, but home and away fixtures, and how you develop the formation of how your players are playing. And Oliver Glasner has clearly instilled a style of football different to what Roy Hodgson used to play. There's no mistaking about that. But also, he's had to deal with the likes of Joachim Anderson and Michael Lisa leaving in one transfer window, and not making excuses because of those 2 instances. He's also had to bring some players in. Daichi Kamada's come in. It's a bit difficult to pick one position for him. I am critical of Oliver Glasner when I saw it, but maybe obviously I don't have the experience of he has. When Daichi Kamada did come in for Crystal Palace, he kept playing him in number 8. Daichi Kamada is a good player. It's a good football player. He has an engine on him. He can see where the ball is to get it into the back of the net. He doesn't need to be told those things. He's a professional player, Daichi Kamada. But he's not a number 8. And when Oliver Glasner started playing him in the number 8 position, I was like, and then putting Jefferson Lerma as a left back because we had injuries to our left back. I was thinking, what are you doing? But then, hey, I've never been a coach or a manager, so I am critical of managers and players when I feel they're not doing the right thing. But Daichi Kamada is a good football player, but he's never a number 8. Not in a million years. No, not at our Palace. But he's not playing there now. It's now Jefferson Lerma playing in the number 8 position alongside in the pivot with Will Hughes, Chakoti. He's coming back into form, so that's another option there as well. And of course, we've got Adam Morton as well to come back from his injury that he's gone through. Right, still 11 points behind. Yeah, so your point there, Steve, is consistency. So if you're looking at for Rangers, the consistency is they've got a lot to do in respect to Celtic. We went 7 games in a row in Derby and 5 wins. Still no title every game important. As big as the Derby, yeah. The thing with the Derby, is there any Arsenal transfer news? Not that I've heard of. Big up to Shay Arsenal, but the whispers that I've heard is that if the initial interest of Arsenal were to bring someone in like Alexander Isak from Newcastle, the secret's out. And I'm sorry, if Liverpool come up and have an interest, as an example, to the same player that an Arsenal FC has, it's a no-brainer. The player's going to go to Liverpool. Whether it's Arne Slot or back in the day, Jurgen Klopp, even more so then. The reason why I think they'll go to Liverpool, okay, obvious one is because they're top of the Champions League, top of the Premier League, but they'll know that there's a transitional stage going to happen at Liverpool. As I said earlier on, at Liverpool, Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander has already jumped ship. Out of all the football clubs that he could have chosen to go to Real Madrid, if you're going to do it, you've got to do it respectfully. because those Scousers, those Liverpool fans that have always protected Trent Alexander-Arnold as one of their family, like literally one of their family, he's got to leave in a very amicable and professional way if he's going to go to Real Madrid. And he's going to break. He's going to break them, and he's got to do it in a way, because if he doesn't, those Manchester United fans out there, I expect those Arsenal fans out there, those Manchester City fans out there, those Chelsea fans out there, they're going to be on the case of Liverpool fans or those Scousers and reminding them, look what's just Trent Alexander's done to you. Not what we've done, but what he's done to you, look. Hello. So that's a big one there. So for me, that's a for Arsenal. Bukayo Saka has been injured, and Nwaneri, he looks a very good talent for Nwaneri. Please get me to 10 likes if you can. If you can. Oh, you have got to 10 likes. I didn't know. Thank you for that. Thank you for doing that. And subscribe at Diego Palace. Bless you, Shay Arsenal. Whoever you are, you're absolutely amazing. Thank you for doing that. But for Arsenal, just get Alexander Isak. You're not paying Edu any wages now because he's jumped ship, and I expect you received money from Nottingham Forest. I don't know how the transfer market Arsenal are in respect to the Playfair relegation rules. Do they have to sell to buy? Perhaps. I think what Mikel Arteta is doing there is trying to have not just one, not just two, but three squad in there for each positioning. But in Bukayo Saka, you are replacing them with youngsters. So where do you find a ready, fit Premier League player that can get you the obvious goals? Alexander Isak or Ivan Toney. Toney, could he come back from Saudi Arabia? Could he be the savior? Who could he be the shining armor? I don't know. Marcus Rashford. The Arsenal fans were like that. Shay Arsenal, are you happy with Marcus Rashford? If he's on top form, I mean, you guys could afford his wages, possibly, I expect. Oh, I think that will split. I mean, the Arsenal fan base, the good, the bad, and the ugly of it all, the spectrum of it. That's how I see it as a Crystal Palace fan. What's happened to Penny for the guy? What's happened to this guy? You can't fall asleep. You're part of the show. What's going on here? Unbelievable. I'm doing the work here, and this Penny for the guy here has fallen down on the job. Look, he hasn't even taken his Santa hat off. What's all that about? Anyway, where was I? Yeah, Arsenal. Look, it's very simple. Arsenal fans out there, big up to Shay Arsenal. You need someone that can score goals. Gabriel Jesus got a bag full of goals against my Crystal Palace. Even though some of them were itchy chin offside, but my Crystal Palace are not vying to win the Champions League, and we're not buying to win the Premier League. So my point being is, just go and get Alexander Isak and get Ivan Toney and get yourself central mid. Oh, they could come in for one of my Palace's players. I don't know. You need cover for Bukayo Saka, I think. In Nwaneri, I think he's a good option there. Very good prospect. I saw him play live in front of me. Very good player. And Nwaneri is an Arsenal player. I looked at him close when he was playing against my Palace. Very good temperament on the ball. Good engine in him. And the lad can it causes opposition players there problems, real talk. So you got a player there. But for me, I think the thing that goes against Arsenal, Shay Arsenal, is the manager you got. I don't think they want to come and play. Players will probably be interested to come and play for your football club, and I expect a lot of them grew up as young kids into the profession of football as Arsenal fans, and they'll probably, snap the hand to go and play for your Arsenal. But you've got Mikel Arteta there. He's been there nearly 5 years. I'm sure he's a good man. He's a good coach and a good manager. I'm putting that aside just now. What I'm trying to say here and focus Arsenal fans out there is he's been there, I think, nearly 5 years there. Nearly, I think, 800 between 850 to 900 million net spend on players. And how many trophies has he landed for your Arsenal? How many? How many? And the other side of the coin, I'll say to Arsenal fans out there, it's very simple. In Spain, where Arteta is from, there is no La Liga football club that would contemplate or tolerate, no Spanish football fan base of any football club in La Liga that will contemplate a player with zero experience, just on his CV, he's a good manager from Pep Guardiola, be appointed at Barcelona, at Real Madrid, or Atletico Madrid, or at any football club in La Liga for 5 years, and having spent over 750 mil net spend in sterling and no trophy return, they wouldn't tolerate it. They wouldn't contemplate having that. So the Arsenal fans, you have to ask the question is, why does Alexander Isak not saying to his agent, get me a plane, get me an Uber, and get me to the Emirates? And the answer is, because you've got Mikel Arteta. I'm a Crystal Palace fan, and I can see it. The narrative will be right now for the Arsenal fans out there, because of the injury to Bukayo Saka and to other injured players at Arsenal, you're going to give a bye to Mikel Arteta for another year, another 2 years. Well, it is your football club that you support, but as an outsider looking in, you could. I mean, he might land the Champions League. I think more so than the Premier League, and if he does, then he does. But I don't know. I just don't see it as an outsider looking into Arsenal. So big up to Shay Arsenal in there, and I don't know. Oh yeah, I did get 10 likes. Thank you very much, Shay Arsenal. You're absolutely a legend there. And the word legend is used very loosely, but definitely you're up there. And Shay Arsenal, they're asking on the Arsenal transfer news, and that's the one I can think of. Alexander Isak. Just go and get his agent and get him to sign in your books. Right, the last thing, Steve said that was Celtic's first loss in 16 win from 50 points. Rangers 39. Aberdeen lost again. Yeah, Aberdeen lost again. Yeah, what's going on with Aberdeen? Because I thought that they might I thought that they would have a better opportunity than actually but it's Hearts. Let me quickly go into that. Oh, how do I do this? What happened there? I've gone into Formula One. Dundee United. I just don't want to get right because I don't want to mix up Dundee United with Dundee. That's like you just can't do that. But yeah, Dundee United are up there in third with Aberdeen there. So Aberdeen just lost 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not good form there. They're dropping like a stone. So something's happened there. But they've got January transfer window at Aberdeen there. So we'll see what happens with them. But it's still a bit to go. And then, of course, the legend of them all, Damo1168. If you're still there, if you've got away, I have to apologize, Damo1168. Damo there, he's working there from his phone. Big up, he says, Damo1168, 1168 with that happy face. I see it. If you remember back in the 80s. Anyway, Damo1168. He's the real one. That's the real one. Because we are Palace. So, you laying down. Unbelievable. Look at the state of your shirt. We are Palace. Super Palace from Sellers. Can you hear the Chelsea sing? I can't hear it. I think that's right. Because on Saturday, Damo1168, Crystal Palace, we're gonna take the 3 points. If the Tractor Boys could win it, oh my God, real talk. That boy in the fall again. Was it? Yeah, yes. What the fucking hell's going on? Look, even the duck is staying up. It's penny for the guy there, or money penny, as somebody called him, her, I should say. Do you know what I mean? Look, he hasn't even taken the Santa Claus thing off. But I'll tell you something, look at that, look how lovely that jersey is. And but I'll tell you something, we've got to get 3 points this Saturday against Jamminess of Chelsea. And that's the other one I'm worried about. Because of their, well, they have got to, I mean, they will look after Mudryk of Chelsea. It's a serious matter. Clearly, he's got into some situation there, and I'm sure Chelsea will support him. If Nkunku leaves at Chelsea in the January transfer window, I'm just worried. I'm just worried that they might make a move for perhaps Eze or. Oh, I don't want to think. If Chelsea land a Crystal Palace player in the January transfer window, my head hurts. My head is hurting right now. My head is. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. But definitely, big up to Damo 1168. Alex SR says that boy in the back. That fully. They've had it. They've had it. They're getting ready for that game on Saturday to beat against. When do you think we'll sign a player? If the mount, what you think we'll cite a player before the end of the month? Do you know what? I think they'll have, like as I said earlier on, without going through it all over again. Dougie Freeman this time last year at the beginning of the January transfer window brought in Adam Walton and Daniel Munoz. These things are not just done like on January the 1st. These things I expect Dougie Freeman and the scouts have been looking at, perhaps not just for, you would think, for a week or 2 weeks. They'll be looking at a player of quality to be able to come in at a level, not just playing, but as an investment, and then to look at a return numerically as an investment. And there's undoubtedly nothing could argue against the fact that Adam Walton valuation and Daniel Munoz valuation when they came into Crystal Palace, where it is now, even with the injury to Adam Walton, it's up there. So my point being is, I think it's going to be dependent on what kind of attraction football clubs out there, the likes of City. If Liverpool come in for Mark Gahey, two things come out from that. That will have a domino effect, I think, into what kind of a transfer window Crystal Palace could enhance on, other than the fact that if that happens, because I expect Dougie Freeman and the scouting team at Crystal Palace would have a if you like an action plan A for the January transfer window. So they would already have in sight, as your question is, Damo 1168, someone to come in, the youngster from Millwall, Eze, or somebody else. They will have it in line, something lined up anyway. The other thing is there's going to be other Crystal Palace players that will be loaned out, and they don't want to be loaned out. So that could be something that's in the pipeline. I would hate to be the person at Crystal Palace to have to tell a Crystal Palace player, we're going to have to loan you out, when they think and they believe that they should have an opportunity to play under the existing manager, Oliver Glasner. That's got to be a tough one to do. But that's the second thing. But what will upset the apple cart to your question is, will we sign something at the beginning of the January transfer window or at the end? Are we going to get a club like Liverpool coming for Mark Gahey? Are we going to get, as an example, a club like Manchester City looking to come in for Ebrieze or Adam Walton as an example? If Adam Walton would have been playing regularly alongside Jefferson Lerma as an example in the pivot in the midfield because of the situation with Rodri, Manchester City. They would have snapped Adam Morton. I think it would have been done by now. So we'll have to wait and see. I think it's what kind of response the existing players that we have, what kind of attraction we'll have. And if we're talking about big names at our end, like Mark Gahey, that's going to completely change the transfer window. I don't want Mark Gahey to leave. That's going to hit me. That's going to hit me hard. But as I said earlier on, there's no disrespect to Newcastle United fans, but if Liverpool come calling right now in January and their offer is correct for Mark Gahey and it's right for Crystal Palace, the man gone. And that's gonna. I don't want. I don't even want to think about it now that I've mentioned it. So yeah, do we think we'll find a side player? I think we will. That will happen anyway. But it's what's going to happen. If main key players for Crystal Palace, and I've always said this as a Crystal Palace fan, with all the banter put aside, like also I don't want no one to leave. But Crystal Palace has to be proactive in the development of enhancing the existing assets that we've got, not just because of how we brought them is at a level of investment and how we may want to move them on at a profit, but because it's what we do the best at Crystal Palace. And look what Michael Olise is doing at Bayern Munich as an example. I was gutted to see Sam Johnston leave, but then Dean Henderson has done well. But it is what it is. So it is what it is. So Damo1168, I hope I've answered your question. I think there will be players signed that are already on course to sign that Dougie Freeman and the scouts would have got lined up regardless of plan B, C or D. But if a big club like Liverpool, like Chelsea, and I am saying Chelsea is a big club, and people say when I say Chelsea is a big club, it's because they're still the only London club to have won the Champions League, not once, but twice. So Arsenal fans, Tottenham Hotspur fans, and West Ham fans, although they've recently won 2 seasons ago some European silverware, let's all step up levels. Let's step up levels and let's beat Chelsea at their own game. Why is Chelsea the only London club to have won the Champions League? Not once, I think twice. So that's why I called them. So if they come in, big up to you, Damo1168. So yeah, so I think there'll be something on this line that something should happen already that Dougie Freeman and the Scouts would have organised already. The youngster from Millwall, I think he'll come. But if not, we'll find out. But then what could completely just put it on his head and just take it to another level is if Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea or Arsenal come in for some of our key players. And it's I don't want Mark. That's kind of I hope I haven't jinxed it. Touch wood. But they deserve if they get a decent deal. Anyway, right. Also, so yeah, big up to you, Damo16. I hope that's answered. But yeah, definitely. If I hear of anything, I don't like to talk about rumors because I'm a bit old school. What it is, the way I see it is, yes, I'm interested, and I'm sure you are, Damo1168, and all the other Crystal Palace fans out there intrigued of what's going to happen or what might not happen in the transfer window. But the way I see it, it's just been like in a realistic manner, is that there are people at Crystal Palace that are paid a wage, good wage, to make sure the job gets done. So when I hear it from them, then I'll hold it to that. And it's not happened yet. So nothing officially has been announced. But usually there's no such thing as a secret at Crystal Palace. No matter how well they try to keep it as a secret, it will get out. Some of the good press people that cover Crystal Palace, they seem to get a little wherefore. It is before that. So we'll find out if anything. Right, Steve quickly says, and the last, thank you very much for getting me to 10 likes. You lot are absolutely amazing out there. 10 likes. The previous watch along, I also got 10 likes. The one before that, I got 50 likes. And the one before that, I think I only got 3 or 4 likes. And I was like, with 3 or 4 likes, I was like, damn, yeah. Come on, man. That's unbelievable. And you lot are just killing it with the likes, with the views and the subscriptions. Thank you very much. Because as you can see, with Penny for the guy, or Money Penny back there with the duck, I have like no idea what I'm doing. But Steve, I'm going to finish it on Steve's comment here. Steve says, watch alongs are good. I'll be up to Steve, just put another one. Watch alongs are good to watch. It's good to see women's football watch alongs. Yeah, it's good to YouTube have officially announced that they're going to be showing if not all the football matches. I think it's the next WSL campaign. So that's good for them. DA Zenon with women's football, that they're good as well. There's a lot of other outlets out there that do football. But it says watch alongs are good to watch. It's good to see women's football along. It's something to watch. I really don't watch women's. Yeah, no, it's what if it's good to see women. The levels at women's football at the moment, it's absolutely, the WSL is absolutely brilliant to watch. I recommend it to anyone out there. Yes, the Crystal Palace women are at the bottom of the Barclays Women's Super League at the moment. But just yesterday or the day before, Hayley Nolan, the Republica International defender, and Crystal Palace defender, and she's also a midfielder, in my opinion, a good defensive midfielder as well, and she can score goals. Go to last season and watch Hayley Nolan's goals. Real talk. As a defender, she knows where the goal is. She's absolutely brilliant. And the times that I saw her, not live, but I saw her on TV play for the Republic of Ireland's women's national senior side, I think she's been absolutely brilliant. I don't know why she's not getting. Oh no, she has been for a while, but she's absolutely brilliant. And I voted for her for the women's Crystal Palace player for last season when we won the Barclays Women's Championship to get into this season's Barclays Super League. So Hayley Nolan, congratulations. I'm sure she'll never watch my channels, but congratulations for your work and for re-signing your contract at Crystal Palace Women's there. You absolutely deserve it. And good luck to you and the Crystal Palace players that you play alongside and your manager, Laura Kaminsky. But I recommend it if the points were awarded on want, need, and desire as a team, fighting for each other, fighting for their manager, fighting for their football fans. The Crystal Palace women are top of the Women's Super League right now. If anyone wants to debate me on that, real talk, bring it on, because you're going to lose. You're going to lose. Good luck to Laura Kaminsky, Adam Jeffrey, and all the other coaching staff there at Crystal Palace Women, and Amy Everett, the Crystal Palace Women's captain, and the Crystal Palace Women players as well in the rest of the WSL campaign 2025. First live watch along live stream you did was Palace 2-1 win to QPR in the Cup, and September 7th. Thereafter, I went to Carlisle. I'm looking forward to going again. Not far from University longer. Listen, go, but Steve, if you're going to watch football at Carlisle and Inverness, look, I don't know anything about your neck of the woods, but I can see the weather forecast, and I'm just saying, real talk, Steve, wrap up with layers, bro, because there's some snow coming, there's some cold weather coming. So yeah, wrap up well, and if you do use the train or the buses or an Uber, make sure you don't leave your phone in the car or in the train or on the bus. It's easy to do. Don't do that. Make sure you don't lose anything, and keep up with the photography of football stadiums. You do really good photographs of the stadiums. Keep at it, buddy. It's yeah, I mean, it's cold down here in South London. I hate to think what it's like at your end. So yeah, that's it. Right, thank you very much. Over 3 hours watching, watch along here. I didn't eat that much today. Only had about 1 or 2 chocolates. Thank you very much, everyone, very much for the contributions in the chat. And anyone who's watched on live, and if you're watching on playback, please, as Shay Arsenal there says, please remember, if I can, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here, and get this channel to 2K subscribers. Thank you very much, Shay Arsenal, for doing that. Actually, that makes me thought I will try and do some transfer talk about other football clubs as well. I'll try and that's an idea as well. But also keep it also to Crystal Palace. Thank you for getting me to 10 likes. You lot are absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for doing that. Please stay warm out there. Please stay safe. This is Diego C. Palace. Bring on Chelsea. Come on, Palace. We've got to get 3 points off Chelsea. Finish above Brighton. Finish above those Manchester United fans and those Tottenham Hotspur fans. Yes, that's right. I said it. Good night. Take care.